by having you on now, we've connected the Trinity. The joke it's been a running joke now that I was talking with Jeremy and Matt.
For at least a year.
I was like, do I have Jeremy Johnson on for a third time before we have Craig on?
You should have. That would have been funny. I literally wanted to come on here and was like, you know what? I'm just going to give him one word answers for like the first 10 minutes just to fuck with him.
It's tough because for those that don't know, I've known you now for...
You know me longer than Jeremy, though.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like I went to CMAA, I think for the first time when I was like 17 or 18 with Elvin. He brought me in. And that's when I met like Jordan Dowdy, you and Aaron Brown and all these guys. Knuckle, before you guys made your Granite City gym. So like I've known you since, I don't know, now 16, 17 years. The tough part about having a podcast is... You have to like kind of pick and choose. Like, do I have conversations with people that I've known for a while, or do I have new conversations with people that
you don't know?
I've met a lot of people through this podcast. Yeah. Like for the first time I sat down and talked with them.
And I've seen a lot of people on here. I've watched a few. I'm really interested in the guys that I know, like Jordan, Mike Green. I love Mike Green. He's like,
that was a fantastic episode.
He's like one of my favorite dudes. Dan O'Connor is a hilarious. The person you really need to have on here, I think, is Sal Woods.
Holy shit, dude.
I told you that shit was good.
Holy shit, dude. Let me get that bottle real quick. So Craig brought a Jameson Crested.
And
that is so
European
smooth.
Release only. You can't get it in the States. I brought it back when I went to Ireland with Bellator.
Illegally?
No.
Allegedly?
No.
This bottle doesn't exist?
No.
That is dangerous.
I bought it at the duty station when I left.
So whenever I have a bottle that's like so good... I start to doubt whether or not I can contain myself.
That's so different than
it doesn't taste like Jameson. It doesn't taste like Jameson.
No, it's amazing. And if you ever get a chance to go to Ireland, you've got to go there to the Jameson distillery. They knew my name by the time I left. I was only there 4 days. I was there every single day.
That's dangerous.
Mm-hmm. And
that's so smooth.
And I brought a little Heaven Hill 27 since you said you
have not had that.
You have not had that one yet.
Is that aged 27 years?
Yes.
Jesus
this is
Christ.
from when the rack house burned down.
Oh my God.
So Jimmy gave me this last year for Christmas. And you see how much I've drank out of it. Because it's hard. One, it's hard to find. Two, it's like $3,000 or $4,000 a bottle.
Yeah, dude. Well, let's take a step back. So the running joke was that you're a part of the MMA Bourbon Appreciation Society, and your other co-hosts are Jimmy Range and Jeremy Johnson. And the running joke was that I had Jeremy on, then I had
Jeremy on twice before.
I had Jeremy on twice. Well, Jeremy was also the second episode.
Yeah.
And some context, Jeremy was one of the guys that I had the first conversation with, because originally the location of the studio for the podcast was going to be in his warehouse.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was like, hey, man, I just need like a corner. I'll kind of do a build out or whatever. And Jeremy was kind of like, well, I'm in Illinois. We were kind of like hashing it out. And that's when I met McElrath. And McElrath was like, he basically called me afterwards. He's like, you don't want to do it in a warehouse. You're going to want to do it like low ceiling, all these other things. Like Matt was basically like, this is how you want to do it.
Yeah, because in a warehouse, you would just have echo. And it would sound like you're in a... It just sounds terrible.
Dude, I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
Like all I knew was I wanted to do a podcast. I didn't know anything about lighting, about audio, about video, any of this shit.
Do you think I handle any of this bullshit?
Yeah.
I don't handle none of this bullshit.
And by the way...
I leave it to the experts.
Dude, talk about how much Matt Frazier has learned.
Oh, dude, Matt
in the
Frazier...
last like 5 years.
Dude, he's been killing it in the podcast. And then he does all the stuff for Nemesis. He handles... your podcast, our podcast, he was handling. Well, you're in Jordan's podcast.
Yeah,
at one point.
2 Pros No back in the day, man.
2 Pros No.
Yeah.
That fucking shit.
That was great.
Anyway, but yeah, the running joke has been you had everybody but me on, and it is what it is. I think it was funny, and the running joke was you're not having me on, but you can't come back on MMA Bourbon until I'm on. and I kept telling Matt that just to fuck with him because I like fucking with Frazier. He's a good dude.
That last episode that I was on,
that went
your year end was a lot of fucking fun.
That went off the rails, but it was a great episode. It was 4 buddies at the bar drinking and being loud and
really
being
good shit. Drinking really. By the way, I have to say shout out to Jimmy Range because he opened up that bottle of Eagle Rare 17, a $3,000 bottle, and I was like, Jesus.
I've got another one I should have brought with me, another small bottle he gave me, or actually 2 more that I haven't even touched yet, and I can't remember exactly what they are right this second. But I brought you a couple that I really like, especially that Crested.
That Jameson is really good.
So I got to taste that in a chocolate old fashioned over there.
Interesting.
Oh, dude, it was not good. I learned a valuable lessons that week, and do not.
He said it was not good.
Do not drink with the Brits ever.
Why, they got you lit?
Oh, dude, my buddy Simon. I don't even know if he's bullshitting me, but we didn't pay for one drink at Jameson. Not one.
These guys were straight?
Yeah, I mean, no. Like at the distillery, we were at the
Bunch of guys hanging out, getting you wasted. You're not paying for a drink.
At first, it was just me and
Sounds
him.
like a red flag to me.
Yeah, no, he's actually one of my business partners in the tape.
Okay.
But and a fellow Cutman, you know. But it was me and him at first because I got in. It was an overnight flight, so I got in at like 5:30 in the morning. So I hadn't slept. I went and bunked in Matt Marzin's room for a couple hours while they got my room ready. I don't know, by noon we were already drinking. I had maybe slept 2 hours.
As one does in Ireland.
Yeah. So we ended up at Jameson. I don't know, by 1 I'm shit-faced. And then God dang, Jerry from the state, Butler.
Oh,
Big,
you're
tall
talking
Jerry.
about the State Athletic Commission here in Missouri.
He
Sorry.
went over to Ireland with me, like, because he's got family lives over there. He was going to go see some rugby games and all that. So he flew over with me. He's like, "Hey man, you care if I come?" No. So he met us down there, and I was fucking just done. There are pictures that a certain PFL Cutman has posted recently of me wishing I was gonna die
Oh, no.
at some pub in Ireland. And it was the best. I mean, it was. I want to go back. I loved it. The people were amazing. The food was great. Everybody was just. I mean, it was just great. Like, I got to see street jiu-jitsu after the fights. They were fighting in the street and shit. It was hilarious. Cops would just stand around like, I guess
It
this
is
is
what
what's
it
gonna
is.
happen. You
There's
know?
something to be said about that, though. I mean, if like two guys want to, I never understood.
I don't know
what
if
are the
they were-
laws and engagement. Like, you can.
I don't
if
think
you have
they were
if you have two
fighting.
consenting adults,
Yeah.
can't you like?
I don't know over there.
I don't know. I don't know how it works.
But-
And then the problem is after the fact, you can say like I didn't consent. And then, I don't know. I think we should take it back to the old days where if two guys are just throwing hands, I mean,
I don't know if it was that serious. I think they were just fucking off. I think it was a couple buddies just
Gotcha.
fucking off, you know. But
bring back hand fighting.
that was an experience that I'm glad I got to have. I
Ireland?
mean, the people in Ireland, dude, it was from the first fight to the last fight. We're singing, dancing. It was completely packed. It was amazing.
For which event was this? Was
It
this
was
a Bellator,
Bellator
event?
event. Yeah, it was probably one of the coolest events. It was actually Melvin Manhoef's last fight, his final fight of his career.
How did you even get into? I want to ask how you got into being a cut man, but then there's a conversation I want to have beforehand, and that's
Yeah.
martial arts. So like a lot of the people that we've had on in the martial arts community are fighters, right?
Right.
And you do train, you have trained, and you're knowledgeable
couple
in martial arts, and you competed slightly, but like you didn't like continue the competition route. You went a different path.
Yeah.
So like, what was it that attracted you towards this route versus the competitive route?
So, one, my age. I had my first fight at 36. So I'm going to be 50 in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So, and had a lot of injuries from motocross. So that's how I got into it, is I went to CMMA to train differently, because I had raced motorcycles from I was like 17 years old until, I was 36. It was the last time I really competed. But I went down there. I was trying to qualify for an amateur national called Loretta Lynn's. I dipped my toes in there a couple times and didn't ever make it, or something else came up. So to get there, you have to qualify, or 2 times to qualify to get there. There's an area qualifier, which I won, and then there's a regional qualifier. And the regional qualifier is 3 races in like a 3-day weekend or a 2-day weekend, whatever. I remember I won the first moto in plus 30. This is plus 30. So this is the age group thing.
Okay,
30
yeah.
plus. So if you're 30 plus, you can ride this class. So I was in 30 plus. I won the first moto. I had bike problems the second moto, and I ended up like 17th that moto. So I knew I had to win the last one to make it to Loretta's. And I got the whole shot, which means I was the first one to the first corner. I got out front. I was gone, and I crashed on the last lap, and I couldn't get my bike to start back up.
No.
And everybody passed me. I finally got it fired back up, and I just rolled into the pits, and that was the last time I competed racing. I was just so devastated. I worked so hard because I was going to CMMA and I was training my ass off. I mean, I was busting my ass to be in shape because when you go to Loretta Lynn's, it's 20 minutes plus 2 laps, and it's one of the roughest tracks you've ever rode.
So you have to be in a physical
You have
condition
to be
to take it.
100% in a physical condition. I had the speed. I just had issues, you know. And up until then, I hadn't lost a race in a long time.
So did you start martial arts just as a way to stay in shape for motocross?
Yes.
So there was no necessarily like a
I never
pull
did.
towards it.
No, I never did anything.
But you could have done like
So when I was
Gold's Gym or whatever.
Yeah.
Why a martial arts studio then?
Because I really liked MMA.
Okay.
And so my brother Jason, who owns Cage Ready, was sponsoring a bunch of guys at CMMA, and you know, I was just talking to him one day, and he's like, on my ass about getting in shape because I was winning a lot of races just on talent. And mind you, I was just a local guy. I'm not.
No, man, you were a big deal. Tell him.
I was
Best thing since sliced bread.
No. I was winning a lot
Piss
of races
excellence.
just because I had a little bit of talent and I wasn't a pussy. But there comes a time that you actually have to put your ass in the seat and do the work to get there. And I was doing the work and just came up short with it. But so that happened. Jason took me down to CMA, introduced me to Steve, this and that, and I kind of hit it off with all the guys. And I started training with those guys, and I'm like, this is a lot of fun. Like, I'd never done martial arts up to then. I didn't wrestle. I didn't do any of that shit growing up. You know, I had epilepsy as a child, so I was worried about hitting my head.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. I was epileptic as a child. Worried about hitting my head. Then my dad gave me basically an ultimatum. I could either do karate with my cousin or I could race motorcycles. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm racing motorcycles. Like,
Just the irony of like
yeah,
you launching in the air like 30 feet for
that's
a
amazing.
race.
Dude, I miss it.
But you're thinking that this is somehow safer than a karate class,
Well, I didn't-
where you could potentially get some head trauma.
But it was. I wasn't racing when I was a younger kid.
Got you. It was
I
just
didn't-
getting inundated with it.
Yeah, I was just inundated. Like
I'm just thinking like motocross
Yeah.
and martial arts. Like one is substantially more dangerous.
Yeah, well, mostly wrestling. That is what.
Got you.
You know, they
Headbanging.
headbanging
things like
and
that.
stuff like that. And then I went to Alton High over in Alton, Illinois.
Oh, really?
We didn't have wrestling until I graduated high school.
You know what's funny? EJ Brooks is now the
Wrestling coach
head
at Alton?
wrestling coach at Althoff.
Good
And-
for at Althoff.
Yeah. What did you say? Alton. Sorry.
Alton, yeah.
My bad.
I thought he was. I didn't know he left Cahokia.
I'm pretty. I mean, I don't know if he's still. I don't know where he
Oh,
lives.
okay, yeah.
I'm not trying to dox him.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
but
No.
long story short, he's a head coach over there, and he's crushing it. But anyway, so Alton, forgive me. I thought
so
you guys.
I just got into it, and then so excuse me, we I started doing the martial arts stuff with these guys. Started learning how to wrestle, doing this, doing that. Like it's going into that gym was fucking sink or swim. Period. Like there was no holding back in that gym. I seen more fights in that gym than I seen at fights. Like those guys. Like I remember watching Sal and Jordan get into it. I watched Ray and Aaron Brown get into it. I mean, I watched a lot of guys. Ray Grindstaff, by the way. I watched a lot of guys beat the shit out of each other.
But do you think that was the right way to train?
Back then, that's all we knew. Think about it.
That wasn't my question.
Do I think it was the right way to train? Yes and no. Yes, because iron sharpens iron, and no, because you're taking fucking unnecessary damage.
Yeah.
And you only get one brain.
Yeah, you're taking all the miles. Well, honestly, I'll be the first person to tell you this because I'm receiving the brunt of it now. I was so preoccupied with head trauma that I did not necessarily take care of my body. Dude, I'm telling you right now, like, I'm firing on all cylinders in terms of my cranial expenditure. However, I am 33 and my body, like, I just saw a specialist today. Dude, my shoulders, my back, my knee.
Be me.
I have so many
trade
fucking
you.
problems. I'm not trying to like.
No, I know. I'm just
But
saying.
I'm 33.
Yeah,
So you were talking about how you were fighting at 36. Right now, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I don't do anything about my shoulders, like when I had Zach and Pat on for an episode with both of them, Zach was making this like jest to be like, hey, we should do the next CXBJJ show, Adam Sella's show. We should do like podcast host versus podcast host. And I was like, yeah, sure, that sounds great. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I can legitimately do a
it.
jujitsu match right now because I can't fucking lift my arms past 90 degrees.
You know, and the problem with that is you've not been training.
No, my problem is I've been training a lot.
Have you been training?
Dude,
I
am,
didn't know that. I'm just asking.
I
mean, I'm just saying, I could see a little bit around the midway. So
yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong.
I'm fucking.
No. You're absolutely right. Well, I mean, cutting weight and then training.
Yeah. No, trust me. I've been there.
It's not like I'm. How can I say this? Like, I've been training a lot in the sense of I've been coaching wrestling. Yeah. So I've actually been working, and I've done postseason, preseason, summer classes because I want to make sure that the kids can wrestle year round if they want to, but for free. I don't charge a penny for it.
Good.
And now that I work with the high school, like I'm like an assistant coach. Yeah. I'm under the program. I'm not like a volunteer coach anymore. I can use the school as I wish. So like the kids don't have to go to a gym because I was doing the gym thing. Like the kids would come to the gym, right? And we would do wrestling there. And now we can just stay at the high school. And now I have this program where if you want to wrestle year round, you can. I offer that. But the con of that is I'm the one running it. I'm the one, going in there and working with the kids. And the problem is, what does everybody want to do? They want to beat up on coach. Right. And like, I'm lucky that I'm like older, stronger, and more technical because like, dude, these kids are beating my ass. Like, dude, in the sense of like my body.
Have you seen some of these fucking kids?
Bro, look at Talon.
Yeah.
Look at Talon.
Of all people. That kid.
I'm so glad he doesn't go to Afton.
14?
He's 14.
That kid looks like he's 35.
When he came and did the episode with me and Joe, my producer at the time was he had just finished high school wrestling with me. Mm-hmm. And that's when I was like, hey, you can work for me now if you want because I'm not your coach anymore. You're about to graduate. Tony like sized up Talon and Tony's like, do you think I could take him? And I looked at Tony.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I looked at Tony. I was like, I think if he wanted to fuck you up, he could.
I think if he wants to make you his bitch, he's gonna make you his bitch.
And then Tony,
that kid is.
It's tough because like you're 18, and when you're 18, you feel like you're the fucking man.
That 14-year-old's gonna.
And then that 14-year-old walks in.
He's gonna push your shit in and be like, yeah, good luck.
You're just lucky that we live in a society where he doesn't want what you have.
But. So getting back to where I was saying, I started training there, and then racing went to the wayside. Kept training, had a couple fights, did some Naga stuff like that.
Naga's jiu-jitsu exclusively.
Yeah. Which was cool. My very first Naga, I got second.
I did Fuji, so I fucked around.
I got second. I should have won, and I just got tired. It is what it is. The guy coming up to me, he's like, I was 10 seconds away from quitting. I'm like, fuck.
Don't tell me that now.
Yeah, don't tell me that now. Damn it. But did that. Then
so then how'd you get into cut?
So that's where I was getting at.
Forgive me.
So Mike Driesbach was our cut man
okay.
At CMMA, and he was an athlete going to school to be athletic trainer, this. Well, he ended up getting his tryout with the UFC to be a cut man there, and we had like Sal Woods fighting and a couple other guys fighting on Adam Margerberger's show over in Glen Carbon.
I did not know that he was a promoter.
Yeah,
until I had him on the podcast, and he's like, I used to promote shows.
His gym he just opened that new gym right next door to my brother's shop.
Yeah, it's called Elite
Alton Elite.
Sorry, forgive me.
Alton Elite. Well, God damn it, what was it now? Alton Elite BJJ.
Or MMA. Yeah.
I think it's jiu-jitsu.
I think.
Dude,
unfortunately, I've had enough people that own gyms here. On the podcast, and I think that the only way to make it profitable is actually to market it as a jiu-jitsu and to primarily focus on jiu-jitsu. And then if you want to produce some fighters, then you could do that. But making an MMA gym is just not lucrative. Dude, unless you're Mop. Yeah. Wolves Den seems to be crushing it.
Yeah. His parking lot's fucking full almost every night.
Mop?
No, Adam.
Oh, Adams? Yeah, I'm sure it is.
His new place is right next door to my brother's t-shirt shop. So I see it all the time.
You ever walk in? You ever dab?
Yeah, I've been in there. No. I've got 2 fake hips now. I ain't trying to wrestle nobody unless it's for a fucking sandwich. No. But yeah, so anyway.
The diabetes comment starts coming back now.
Got diabetes. Anyway. So Driesbach got his tryout with the UFC. Sal was fighting. We had a couple other guys fighting. And he's like, hey, man, I'm going out of town. And back then, we didn't have cut minute shows. The coaches wrapped hands.
Yeah, dude.
And it was just how it was. So he's like, hey, who wants to learn how to wrap hands? And I'm like, yeah, I'll do it, I was like, I don't want to fight. I don't want to do that shit no more. I mean, it's fun, but...
Was it a way, did it start as a way to just stay around it?
It was started as a way to stay around it and to learn something and to grow into something. Because I was actually already helping Mike run BMF.
which was the sanctioning
It's a sanctioning
body
body.
that he created
Yeah.
before the state got involved.
Yeah.
There was BMF and there was Spire.
Spire
These were the two.
and Kick.
I didn't know Kick, sorry.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, I was BMF
Shout
and
out,
Spire,
Kick.
but I was helping him run that a little bit, and then started doing the he taught me how to wrap hands. Fuck, and then I have a EMT background. I went to school to be an EMT.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, when I was like 19, I went to school to be an EMT. Wanted to be a firefighter. That kind of went to the wayside when I found out how much I got paid. And I'm like, yeah, I'm
Firefighters?
good. No, EMTs.
EMTs, yeah, I was going to say.
It's
firefighters
very, very political back when I was going. You got to think about this. This is 30 years ago. I'm 49.
Damn, son.
Yeah.
Damn, son.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll be 50 in a couple weeks.
Back when they used to pay you in cash.
Yeah.
Do you mind? Forgive me, before we continue.
Do whatever you want.
Well, I'm not going to, I don't want to drink. I'm going to open this one next. You want me to do the?
Here, let's save that for last.
Yeah.
Save that for last. Try that. That's the
Cast
Illinois
Finish
distributor. Or Illinois.
Oh, that smells good.
Yeah. The
Distiller.
cast strength distiller. Thank you. God. CTE kicking in.
Hey, dude, listen.
I do that a lot lately. So anyway.
It's a pot calling the kettle black.
So I ended up just starting to wrap. Cheers, brother. I started wrapping hands with Mike, and then worked my first show as a cutman with Mike because Sid was gone with Bellator.
Mike Driesbach.
Driesbach.
Forgive me.
Did not know Sid at the time.
Sid G?
Sid G, yeah. Did not know Sid. But he's like, hey, you want to work this show with me? It's $100. Yeah. Fuck yeah, I'm going to get paid to
30
do
years
fights.
ago, kids,
Yeah.
$100 was a lot of money.
Yeah, no shit. So anyway, I it was Steve Smith. It was Rumble Time. It was my very first show. I walk in. Steve Smith looks at me. He goes, I know you. I'm like, yeah, you should know me. He goes like, how do I know you? I go, I'm your fucking Frito-Lay vendor at your, because he had owned a bunch of gas stations and shit like that. And he's like, holy shit.
That's how I know
He's
you.
like, what the hell are you doing here? I'm like, I'm your cut man now too. So I worked with that. Started working more shows here and there with him. And then Mike moved away. Got a job at Fort Sill in Oklahoma, and he moved away. And then
But he still cuts, man. Is he
he's
still
still doing.
cut man
Oh
for
yeah.
UFC? Yeah.
He still works for UFC. Works for PFL. Works for Bare Knuckle with me. Worked a few shows.
Oh,
with
he works
Bellator.
bare knuckle too?
He works bare
I didn't know
knuckle
if the
too.
UFC had some sort of exclusivity with the Cutman or.
To an extent, because he's still the head cut man in Invicta. Also,
Oh yeah.
you gotta forget about we do Invicta.
I want you to know right now before we go down this trip down memory lane and stuff. I'm gonna say a lot of things that's gonna upset you about a lot of the promotions you
all
worked
good.
for.
It's all good.
Forgive me.
It's all good. I've worked almost every major promotion in the States.
I just
except
never
for-
understood.
Anyway, let's yeah.
Forgive me.
Give me yeah. So anyway, no.
Let me get a couple more in you.
So then when he moved away, he hooked me up with Sid, and I started working with Sid, and then me and Sid started doing a bunch of stuff together, and then John Davis was with us at one point, and then John quit doing it.
Yeah, because he was a trainer / he used to fight John Davis.
Yeah.
And then I remember
He
when I
opened
fought.
his own gym at one
Yes.
point, and then he
Went under the Steve Berger kind of banner.
yeah. He was with Benny Voiles for a long
Yes.
time too. So then anyway, he brought John was working me, and then Kevin came in. Kevin was in the Army, or no, Air Force. He's a nurse in the Air Force. Kevin was around for a while, and got different. Had to be shipped out somewhere. He had to go somewhere else anyway.
He did manly shit.
Yeah. And then John quit doing it. He had an incident down at a show with someone decided to do a little nose candy out before they fought and had a heart attack in the ring. Yeah, and John's like, yeah, this is good. I'm done with this.
No
Oh,
shit.
yeah, that's public knowledge. I don't remember who it was, but someone evidently did some nose
So what, he had to
candy.
resuscitate him?
Yeah, they had to resuscitate the kid in the ring. I think this was it was at Arnold. I think it was on a Nemesis card way before Marlene and Brad.
Yeah.
It was like BJ Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't heard that name in a while either. So anyway.
Why would you ever name your son BJ? So anyway, this guy does cocaine, goes out and has a fight. Did he at least win, or did he have a heart attack in the middle of a fight?
I don't remember.
Jesus
Honestly, I don't
fucking
remember.
Christ.
So anyway, then John quit doing it, and me and Sid started doing more and more together. The first time Bellator came here, Sid got me in with Matt Marsden, which was our boss there. Matt did a lot of work with St. Charles MMA back in the day. Trained there, did a bunch of shit like that. Actually, he got his start with when EJ Brooks fought for Bellator.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, because they were looking. Dean Lassiter, one of the other cutmen for Bellator, was like, "Hey, I need a cut man." One guy didn't show up, and Mike Rogers was like, "Yeah, right here." You know,
There's something to be said about like they say luck is where opportunity meets preparation, and he
absolutely.
was just prepared for the opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. So
God bless him.
Matt was my boss at Bellator for a long time, and it just kind of slowly, I did.
How'd you feel about him as a boss?
Oh, I like Matt. Matt's one of my favorite guys, dude.
I don't mean to put you on the spot.
No. He was actually one of my business partners.
Oh yeah, and
Roy.
Yeah.
So Matt's a good friend of mine. It's one of my favorite dudes. I haven't talked to him in a while. I know he's busy as shit. He's does a bunch of shit with the college he works at. So, down in
Oh
Florida.
my God, you're gonna hate what I'm about to say about the Whiskey Acres.
You don't like it?
No, it's not that I don't like it. The problem is you gave me the Jameson first.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's,
can't.
it's so potent and strong compared to the Jameson.
Oh yeah. Well, it's a cast strength.
Fair. That's the problem. It's not that I don't like it. It's just like, man, that's a fucking big leap up in terms of like acidity and potency.
Yeah. Well,
it hit me like a truck.
And then when you have this, you're
Is that even? Oh my God, I'm gonna be like,
this one doesn't hit as hard. It's really, to me, it's really smooth. It's got a really good flavor.
that Jameson is like water. I mean,
you
so
can-
smooth.
yeah, you can
get in trouble. When I
yeah.
said that that's dangerous, that's what I mean by that. Because
Yeah.
that's a whiskey. So the reason I got into whiskeys more than anything else, because I could have got into wine or vodka or gin or whatever the fuck I wanted to get into. The reason I got into whiskeys was the variance. Was that each bottle is so different.
Yeah.
And like that's fun to me. Some people will say the wine, okay? Duly noted. The problem with I'll be honest with you. The problem with wine is, and the problem with beer is, I don't want to have to drink so much to get that buzz. So whiskey to me scratches two itches. I don't have to drink a whole lot
Right.
to feel that buzz, that lightheadedness, that loopy feeling of euphoria. And there's a wide variety. There's a wide range.
Yeah, you can have a rye, you can have a weeded. You
Yes.
can have, I mean,
what am I feeling today?
Yeah.
Or I don't know what I want. Let's try something new.
my honest opinion,
And I don't want to have to drink half a bottle of wine to get the same.
all wine tastes the same to me.
Really? No.
Oh, I can't stand wine. That's the first
Really?
thing. I don't like wine. I will say
I like wine. I just
I'm not a wine fan.
red, white, all of it. None of it.
None of it. I don't like it.
No shit.
No, I don't like it. Now, I have had some wines that are decent. They're so I know there's a place over in Waterloo called Shore Lake Winery. They make a blackberry port.
Okay,
And it will
and that
fuck you up.
and that, but you like that one
I like that one. It will
because it fucks you up, or because of the flavor.
the flavor.
Okay.
But it will fuck you
That's
up.
the non-alcoholic way to respond.
Oh, it will fuck you up. And then beer, I used to be a not a big beer drinker, but I would drink beer. The problem with beer is it fills me up and I
Yeah.
feel like shit
feel
the next
bloated
day.
the
I don't
whole
care if I
time.
have 6 or 2. I feel like shit the next day.
Whiskey.
I don't ever have a hangover with whiskey.
Yeah, whiskey and vodka. That's kind of like my two the go-tos.
I honestly, that's all I drink anymore. Is when I drink is bourbon or whiskey. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't drink anything else.
So
I
sorry.
had my,
it's
I had
not
my
that it's-
first beer in like 4 years at a cornhole tournament this summer.
I don't know. Well, alcohol has shifted and changed to me. It used to
Yeah.
be something that was like it was a means to an ends. Like when I was in college, we didn't like any alcohol.
Yeah, you just
we were just like, what's cheap and what gets us fucked up,
You're
right? This was also
you were
like,
broke and you were a kid.
dude. Natty
and
Light, a 30-pack, $5 at QT.
I remember watching my little brother drink Milwaukee's Best, and I'm like, oh,
I got some people that work for me now, and they'll talk to me about shit, and I'm like, shut the fuck up.
drinking that.
Shut the I was old when you were young. So
And I was old when you were young.
yeah, there's levels to this game,
Yeah.
as they say.
Anyway, but yeah, so you know, with everything going on, I ended up just working my way up, and then finally Matt brought me on full time at Bellator. It was 9 years of.
What was that conversation like, and how did you get to that point? So like how many years had you been in the regional scene, like wrapping hands,
fuck.
Vaseline application before
So
the fights, before Matt comes to you and says, hey, do you want to work a Bellator event? Or did you go to Matt and say, hey, I want to jump up?
So no, what happened is Matt, we needed an extra for St. Louis because Dean couldn't make it. So Sid,
again, opportunity.
Yeah. So Sid put my name in, and he had me and John Davis both worked it. So then it just kind of went from there. And I just told him, I'm like, hey man, if you ever need me, I'm available.
Well, hold up. If you don't mind me asking, were you nervous for that one? Because that's a big step.
No,
up.
no, I mean, I wasn't because it was a local St. Louis show, and the undercard was all St. Louis guys.
Yeah,
I've
but it's
worked
still
with a million times.
but it's still the Bellator. Like you're at.
I really wasn't. I mean, the one thing
Was it at the Enterprise Center? Where was it? Enterprise. Okay.
Yeah. So the only thing that really made me nervous was the very first, or not. I don't know if it might have been the very first fight of the night. Was Adam Sella and Kyle Kurtz.
Oh, geez.
And I was in Kurtz's corner. Adam got his nose busted and was, everything was bloody. Adam lost. And I'm in there trying to clean up. These guys, they told me, this is what you do. We had protocols for the cage. You got to stand here, make sure no one stands here, this, that, this. So I get done with all that. And, I got wiped the blood off Kyle, get him cleaned up for TV. And then I'm coming out. As I'm coming down the stairs, who's sitting right behind me that I didn't notice at first and is staring me down the whole time is Fedor Emelianenko. I mean, just nothing, no smile, no nothing, just staring at me. I was like, holy fuck. I turned my back and was like taking my rubber gloves off and getting cleaned up. I'm like, this is making me nervous. I'm like, what the? So I got Fedor behind me.
You weren't nervous from doing the job. Right. You were nervous at some of the people in the crowd.
Yeah. I was nervous.
The arguable heavyweight GOAT.
Yeah, he's staring.
Did you ever say anything to him?
Not that night, no. I ended up eventually talking.
Hey, Mr. Fedor, can I take a picture with you? He looked you right in the eyes and said,
I never.
He said, "Niet."
I will say, I never asked that man for an autograph. Or a picture. I did get his autograph.
Why not?
I didn't.
Now you're the cut man that doesn't have a picture with Fedor.
I know, but I hate.
There goes your pride.
I hated bothering people. Like
you're not bothering them. Comes with the game.
I know, but god damn it, I just like there's certain guys I could like Johnny Eblin, but I'd been rapping Johnny since he was like in the regional scene.
Even better.
So I would. You
should have taken a photo with him the first time, and then take a photo with him the last time.
So anyway.
Listen, I'm only saying this because I'm that same guy. Like.
I don't want to bother the guys. Like I had a chance to get Crow Cop's picture and stuff one time he fought for us at Bellator, and Matt's like, "Go ask him." Yeah. He's super nice, and I'm like, I don't want to bother the man. He's busy.
That's so wild, dude.
It's like I don't like fucking with people. Like, I don't want to bother them.
Has it ever occurred to you that they might look at it as like not a bother, but like as a thing of endearment?
Yes and no. Like I will say,
I'm sure if they're at dinner with their family, I wouldn't tell you, yo, go ask them for a photo.
Yeah.
But they're at a public event. They're at fights. You don't think that they've been asked for 100 photos before you?
Well, then that's my problem. That's where I get. I'm like,
you think 101 is going to be the one that breaks the camel's back?
Everybody's fucking with them the whole time.
They're not. But that's the thing. They're not fucking with them. They know what they signed up for.
I understand that, but in my mind, I don't want to be that guy to keep fucking.
Craig's the guy that goes to the strip club and is like, I can save these girls. I don't go to the strip club. First thing, I can save them. They don't want this life.
They ain't getting no money out of me. I'm poor. No, but it was just one of those things. I will say I do have a picture with Big Black. He was at one of those shows.
That's.
I seen him. You remember Robin?
Yes.
Robin, Big Black. Oh, I love that dude. He was so nice.
Rest in peace, homie.
Oh yeah, he was so nice. I got a picture with him, and I seen him.
So you'll bother him. Why will you bother him?
He was sitting there by himself, and he's like, he sees me, and he's like, hey, he waved at me, and I'm like, hey man, how's it going? Can I get a picture? And he's like, hell yeah, come on.
Tell you about my best.
Yeah, I'm like, he's like, yeah, come on, man. I'm like, hell yeah. And then he died shortly after. Fuck, it was like I don't know, like 6 or 8 months after that, he passed away. I'm like, fuck, I'm the kiss of death.
Coincidence?
No, I'm just kidding. But no, it was, I mean.
Imagine how many MMA legends you saved from an untimely death because you didn't take a photo with them.
I have taken a lot of pictures with people. I got pictures like Billy Blanks. He was cool to me. Okay. Art Jimerson, one glove, Jimerson.
But you don't have a picture with Fedor.
I have his autograph. I have his autograph, but I don't have his picture. No.
Well, nice thing about AI now is we can fix that.
Yeah, we can fix that. But no, I mean,
forgive me. So we're Cutman, Bellator. The very first thing that even starts to phase you is not the actual work or being on TV or anything. It's the fact that your idol or one of the MMA legends is in the crowd looking at you.
Yeah, I mean, meeting him. Meeting him and actually meeting Dan Henderson. I was a nervous fucking wreck meeting Dan Henderson. Oh yeah, well his mother-in-law was my next door neighbor.
Okay.
Like at one point, and meeting Dan, I was like a nervous wreck because Dude, that was like one of my favorite fighters
Oh,
of all
really?
time. He's such a nice guy. Dan Henderson was awesome. And then one of my good friends is Richard Franklin's brother. And I told Greg, I'm like, look, dude, when I meet your brother, I'm probably going to fanboy out. I'm like, I'm being honest. I'm going to probably fanboy out because like I loved watching Rich fight. He was awesome. But yeah, so I've been tooling around the local scene for about 3 or 4 years. Like I've been with Shamrock
For a minute.
12 years now.
Yeah, for a minute.
I think this is my 12th year with Shamrock FC. And
But
I was doing shows
all
before
of them. You've worked like Jim Jenkins shows
Yeah.
back in the day.
I was
You
doing
worked
Jim Jenkins shows.
Shamrock.
I was doing Rumble Time.
You do Nemesis now as well.
I do Nemesis. I do Synergy.
Yeah.
I do FAC. Shamrock. I pretty much do almost every local promotion in around this area except for like 2 or 3.
Why do you keep so busy? Just because you like it?
I like it, and it keeps me grounded. Like I like to work. I'm weird. Like I don't like to be idle. Like I don't like sitting around and just. I'm just not that person.
Do you find purpose in work? Is that what it is?
Yeah, yeah. It's like I've built this. I've worked my ass off to get here, so it's like I don't want to lose it.
Yeah.
I'm that person. So yeah. So I then I got my shot with Bellator. Worked there until they sold to PFL. Been with Invicta, I think since like Invicta 14 or 15. Invicta FC, all women promotion out of Kansas City.
That's my main gripe with it.
And then I did a couple PFL shows this past year. I've talked to Paul, the head cut man there. I might be getting some more shows there this year. Got picked up earlier this year by BKFC, which has been great. I've met couple of the coolest fucking cutmen I've ever worked with, G. Perez and Pat 1K McPherson. Big thing going on. We were calling him Platinum Pat, but he hit 1K on Delta. So now, not Delta, but United. So no, Pat used to be Chris Lytle's strike or one of his coaches.
I know of him, but I don't know him.
Pat's a great guy. Cop over in Indy, super good dude.
If you don't mind me asking, before we go to this part of the conversation, I do want to take a step back, and I do want to ask, like, if you could compare and contrast to me the emotions or some of the, variables in which you're tackling a local show, a Shamrock FC, or a Bellator, PFL, Invicta. Like, does it feel different to you? Or to you, does all of this feel the same?
It all feels the same. I try to treat it all as the same. Granted, when you're rapping a world champion at the highest level, you're like, a
little starstruck.
Yeah, well, you get a little, not just starstruck, but you're also like, I don't want to fuck this up and this guy get hurt.
Yeah, if he breaks his hand, they're going to hit you.
You're like, you get a little nervous. But then again, I also don't want this local kid that's just starting out break his fucking hand or get hurt or get cut and I can't stop it.
I like that. I like that.
Like I had I
like that you look at the importance in both.
Like the last Shamrock show, I had one of the worst bleeds, cuts.
Oh,
what
from
was his
the
name?
Jason Hartwigger fight, the other guy, I forget his name.
Murphy. That kid was a trooper. That kid, like that was a great fight, and the cut really wasn't bad, but it was right here on the side, and it was hitting an artery. The way you could tell it was hitting an artery. One, anytime his heart pumped, it was squirting.
Yeah.
2, it was really, really, really dark red.
Yeah.
And I did everything I could to keep it stopped. And I'd get it stopped, but as soon as they started moving again and squeezing, it started opening up.
When Nico went to fight, and we walked him out and everything, I was looking at the canvas, and I was like,
oh, it was a bloodbath.
Holy shit.
Yeah, bro, it was a bloodbath. Yeah, and I tell you what, Nico.
By the way, fun fact to any promotions, never use a white canvas. Never.
Oh, never.
Gray or black, that's your best friend. Sorry.
And make sure you have cleaning supplies.
Yeah.
Next to the cage for nights like that.
Yeah.
So that way you can clean
Actually,
it
like, clean up all the blood and everything.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. At the end of the day, though, this is going to sound kind of disgusting, but it's the truth. We all have to take these, like, blood tests and everything like that. So I hate to say it like this way, but, I mean...
But you still don't want to roll around in somebody else's fucking blood,
It's clean blood.
I understand that.
I mean, I'm not choosing to do it, but, like,
I know,
here's the other thing. I'm getting into a fight.
I understand.
I understand that the circumstances of that might also be him bleeding.
But you also should be able to, like, fucking clean it up a little bit. And
Yeah,
make it,
yeah. In between the fights, I'm not trying to go out there on everyone's sloppy seconds.
Bro, I've had some of the worst cuts I've ever had was at girl fights.
You actually helped me with one of the one times I did get cut in a fight. I don't know if you remember when I fought Cortavius.
Yeah.
I ate a knee to the head illegally, I might add.
As an amateur.
Yeah, as an amateur. Yeah. And he cut me open on the eye, and that was at the end of the very first round. So thank you, because that was. For those that don't know, the worst place to get cut is above the eye, because the blood will then go down into the eye, and then it'll impede your vision.
There's a little bit of a secret you got to do to that. Just
a little. Yeah, spit on it.
No, I usually try to build up enough Vaseline that and I'll even put some underneath your eye, so it'll try to go around it.
So you're kind of creating like a little bit of a wall.
So that way, it will eventually go over it.
It was bleeding the whole time.
But you gotta try to get it just a little bit. You can't put a ton on there. The ref will wipe it off.
Up until that point,
I've had the fucking doctor come in and go, and I'm like, dude, why did you just do that?
Well, because he doesn't know. Here's the other problem too, because I was talking to Dr. Munchie. A lot of these guys that do like the ringside physician have no experience. They're who the state athletic commission
have a lot
taps.
of fucking dude.
Missouri and St. Louis. We are
blessed.
very lucky and blessed, and we don't know it.
I've been around the country, and there's guys that I've got people inspecting me that don't even know how to fucking wrap hands, and you're like, I don't know.
Looks good to me.
Okay, here. Fuck.
Yeah, I didn't realize it either.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not trying to say anything bad about them. It's these people that are doing this or being inspectors and stuff, they really need to be fucking trained. They need to know what the rules are, what you can do. I mean, they'll come ask us, and I'm like, I don't fucking know. I don't live in this state.
It's so wild to me. Because like I understand that the UFC and like these big promotions can only go around to certain places so often, right? Like how let's say you go to Ireland. How often is PFL, Bellator, rest in peace, UFC
going there about once a year?
Okay,
now
so once a year.
Don't get me wrong. They were going there, and then they were going to France, and they were going to London, and so there's you still got to hit the other.
Ireland's
European
kind of a bad
areas.
example because they have cage warriors, but like insert like your other country where they might not necessarily have.
Well, fuck, they just started going to Africa. Like PFL's been to Africa. They had a whole Africa series. Like it's.
How many failed blood tests do you think are out there?
Oh, fuck that. Don't even ask me. I have no clue. I have nothing to do with that. But I mean,
anyway, PFL. What are we talking about?
So I've worked quite a few states. I tell you, the other state that's really good. Well, I can't even say the state. Mohegan Sun. The Mohegan Sun staff, the guys. The inspectors there.
That doesn't shock me. It's technically a Native American reservation, correct?
Well, Missouri was.
Do they need? This is gonna sound I'm very ignorant. Do they even need an athletic commission? They're technically out of the boundaries of the state.
No, there's an athletic commission there.
Even
because the head of the ABC was Mike Mazzulli. He's not the head of the ABC no more. He actually took it from Tim Luckenoff, or didn't take it from Tim Luckenoff, but he was after Tim. And now there's another guy from Florida. His name's Tim, and I'm drawing a blank on his last name. Super nice guy. Super nice guy. He's now the head of the ABC. And Luckenoff was the head for a long time.
Yeah.
But
I didn't realize how long Tim had been doing it.
Oh yeah.
And how much shit that he had overseen and everything until I sat down and talked.
That was a great episode, by the way.
Going back to like. I've known of Tim. I've seen Tim, but I never got to sit down and talk to Tim.
Well, and that's why. And then, after I watched this episode, that's why I was fucking texting you like,
"Hey, thank you, by the
way." But they're like with me, I did a lot of behind the scenes shit also before or during being a cut man. Like me and Mike ran a lot of fights with the BMF. Like we did all. So FAC used to be KCFA. And we did all their amateur sanctioning at one point. Like every show, either me or him was going out there to take care of it all. And then after that was done, we would transition to Cutman. So for the pros, we'd come out and handle all the cut work for them. We didn't do it while we were working as the commissioner, of course.
Yeah.
So
conflict of interest, some would say.
Not just that. It's hard to, I got to sit down and tally up all the scores. Got to write this down. I got to write that down.
It's a logistics thing as well.
Just doing, making sure if someone gets knocked out, they're getting a fucking 60-day, or if they're knocked out bad enough, they're getting a 90-day, and they got to see a doctor before we'll release them. that's some of the things that we were doing at one point.
How did you feel when the state got involved in amateurs?
I was glad.
Yeah.
I was glad.
Yeah.
What really done me in is, honestly, I was glad that they finally implemented blood work.
Yes.
Blood work with fighting in general. I don't care if it's amateur, pro, we're out in the fucking backyard. It should happen.
Can I tell you a story? I'm not gonna name the fighter's name because this is kind of like embarrassing to him. There was a fighter when I was an amateur that we were supposed to fight, but like their promoter and at the time I fought a lot for Jim Jenkins.
Yeah.
Like they were arguing about who, like we want to do it on our show, we want to do it on this show because it would have been a very high level fight. Like I was up and coming,
right?
But like there was like a slew of bantamweights at the time that were like kind of fighting each other, and this guy was like head and shoulders kind of separated himself.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, but I don't want to say it.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
So we were supposed to fight, right?
Yeah.
But we just couldn't line that up.
Like I had that all. Me and Steve handled that.
Yo, okay.
Yeah.
So
I knew all about it.
We were
Yeah,
trying to,
yeah.
and then so it didn't happen. But then when he went to go pro, then he had to go do blood work,
Right?
And then he got caught with some stuff in his blood, and I remember thinking to myself, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
thank God.
Yeah.
That fight didn't happen.
You know, and the thing of it is,
I hate to say it that way, but like that's exactly what I felt.
But you know,
because to give context, we would have fought as amateurs where there was no blood work required, and God forbid.
That's the thing is, and that's the thing is, so at BMF we started implementing blood work.
Yeah, but
and then we lost.
It doesn't matter if everybody else isn't doing it.
And that
was the problem with
here's
uniform.
the deal, though. The shows that we had, we started implementing blood work. The other people didn't, or said they were going to, and then at the last minute changed their fucking mind.
Yeah.
From what I remember. Now this is a long time ago.
Or the promoter would come to them and be like, "Hey, this guy sold 100 tickets.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. We're fighting."
Right. Well, and that shit didn't happen with me and Mike.
Well,
I mean, but we were
allegedly. I'm not talking about BMF. There were other sanctioning bodies. Allegedly, all the precursors.
Yeah, me and Mike didn't play that bullshit. We didn't care who sold what. I mean, not trying to be mean. It was, I was, and I think that's why I like being a cut man. I am there for the fighter's safety. Yeah. That is it. Period. I want to see, I don't have a horse in this race. I'm here to make everybody happy and ready to fucking fight. And then if you get fucked up in a fight, I'm there to stop the bleeding and keep you fighting so you can get that win bonus or whatever you're going to get, Like, I enjoy what I do. I like the rush of it. Like, especially at bare knuckle, dude. That shit's so fucking fast. It's only 2-minute rounds.
Well, I'm sure the propensity for laceration is incredibly high.
Incredibly high.
They're getting their money's worth out of the cutman.
I remember, the first night I worked there, me and Pat were working the same corner. We were switching off fights, and he's like, "Oh, you want to, kind of check out what we do?" I'm like, "Yeah, let me watch you. You work the first fight. That way I can, I just want to wrap my head around how you're doing everything." And I watched him, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" And then it was my turn, and I'm like, "Okay." And it was like off to the races. Like you hear that 10-second bell, you're standing. You got a guy opens the ropes for you, which his name's Vito. He's an awesome dude from Chicago. But you're standing at the bottom rail, or at the bottom stair, and you're ready to run in there as soon as it hits. And you're the only one allowed in. The corners are not allowed in.
Well, I want to be careful how I ask this because I'm trying to get a synopsis from you, not necessarily trying to like demean anybody else. Do you think that bare knuckle? What do you think is more dangerous in terms of, because there's different levels to damage, okay? So like there's the laceration, the cutting, but then there's like the blunt force trauma, which is much more synonymous with CTE. So where bare knuckle fighting might be a lot more like visually.
I think it's less CTE in bare knuckle boxing than it is in regular boxing. For the simple fact is you have a fucking 10-ounce glove or an 8-ounce glove or whatever ounce glove that you and your opponent agree on, fucking hitting you in the head for 10 goddamn rounds or 12 goddamn rounds nonstop. When you're a bare knuckle boxer and you can't hit, I mean, yeah, you can hit hard. Don't get me wrong. I watched Lorenzo Hunt fucking kill a man in the ring. I could, in a blink of an eye.
Almost.
I'm joking, but yeah. But at some point your hand's gonna fucking give out.
Well, it's not even
And
about
break.
that too. It's about the increasing of the surface area. I said this to somebody else because we were talking about like football or whatever, and I said I think football is the most dangerous sport. I will give them that.
Yeah.
But I think like a close second is actually boxing. I don't think MMA. I don't think
Hockey's pretty dangerous
Okay,
too.
fair because of the okay. I will concede that point. So football and hockey, and I'll tell you why. Specifically for the ability to hit somebody
Yeah.
from an angle that they'll never see coming.
Well, some guy just got carted off the other night from the Winnipeg Jets.
That doesn't shock me.
Yeah.
Any sport where someone can completely blindside somebody, and the problem is in football you can run full tilt, and in
yeah.
hockey, I mean you could skate up to 20 miles per hour.
fuck
and
faster
just,
than that.
I'm just giving.
Yeah,
some
I know. I'm
leeway.
just telling you.
But like, I mean, you could just fully blindside somebody, and what is the harshest way to receive CTE? That whiplash.
That
your
you're not-
brain shaking within your own
You're
cranium.
not. Yeah, you're not fucking paying attention.
Exactly.
And it
And
just,
you never saw it
yeah,
coming,
never
so
saw
you
it
have no
coming,
time
yeah.
to prepare.
Yeah.
That is the most dangerous
I
form.
remember racing motorcycles and waking up on the side of the track going, "What the fuck happened?"
Yeah, but even when you're ready,
You know?
forgive me when I say this though, even when you're racing a motorcycle, when you go up or whatever, you're kind of like preparing for the impact.
No, you're not.
No?
Not sometimes. I mean, yes, you are, but there's those.
No one's driving the motorcycle at a 90-degree angle.
Well, yeah,
into
hitting you, but you also
the way,
have
the way
you
a
also have
hockey
200
player or a
pound-
football player can be coming at you.
Well, I've had a guy jump on top of me.
Yikes!
And I've had.
I didn't know that. Sorry.
I've had a guy land on top of me. I've had where I went off a jump and woke up
Jesus.
on the side of the track going, "Where am I?"
Where
at?
am I?
Yeah, I
Jesus.
don't remember any of it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
bad.
that shit happens. Oh yeah.
I didn't know you
yeah.
could just land
but
on
like
somebody.
this kid in
That seems like a
Winnipeg,
really unfair way to win.
I think this kid in Winnipeg, I don't know if he got hit. He got tripped up and slid into the boards, like back first head, like or it was bad. Like they carted him. It was. I mean, they say he's stable and everything that I've seen, but
Forgive me. The reason I'm bringing this up is
Yeah.
to bring it back to bare knuckle fighting. I think boxing is the most dangerous form of combat sport, and I'll tell you why. For one rule, the standing 8 count.
yeah, I don't like the standing count.
If the reason I say that MMA is actually not really that, I want to be careful how I say this. I think MMA is the most complete form of true combat that exists in terms of the sport, right?
Right.
So like outside of true unfettered combat, MMA is pretty much how close you're going to get. Okay. Would you disagree or agree?
No, I agree. I agree. I mean, and that's what. So when I first got into it, doing all this, I would have people like, "Oh, how can you do that? How can you stand to see that?" And I'm like, "Look, my explanation was, boxing. There's only 2 ways to win. Either you knock your fucking opponent out, or you get a decision. In MMA, there's multiple ways to win. I think the training is worse than the actual fight.
I agree.
I think it's harder.
I agree that with boxing as well.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, with that being said, I think there's more ways to end a fight in MMA than just literally beating the fuck out of your guy or getting a decision. Like, you can submit a guy, you can do this, you can do that. Yeah, does breaks happen? Does this happen? Yeah, shit's going to happen. You're literally getting punched by another fucking human being. Period.
Yeah.
But boxing is just, it's nonstop, just pow, pow, pow. Now, don't get me wrong. I still like boxing.
I do too.
Professional boxing. Can't stand amateur boxing.
I'm fine with either.
I cannot stand amateur. My USA boxing just.
Oh, okay. I'm
not a USA boxing fan at all.
Yeah, neither am I.
And that has
Neither
been
am I.
my whole thing.
So we're talking about sanctioning bodies and everything.
Yeah.
Let me actually, before we get onto USA
Yeah.
boxing, because I'm fine with that one. Let me finish this thought. The reason I say that boxing is more dangerous is because of the standing 8 count. In MMA, if I get dropped, if you clip me with something and I go out, the ref comes in, he ends the fight. I'm not receiving a whole bunch of damage after that initial contact.
Right, you're already
and I'll tell you
concussed.
this right now.
You're already fucking concussed.
What do we do? What do we do in the gym? If someone gets clipped bad, what do? We tell them, hey, you're done for the day.
Yeah.
You got clipped
Bye-bye.
bad. You need to go. You're not sparring all week, right?
Yeah.
We
you're done for at least a week.
Yes, at least a week. We acknowledge that, like, okay, your brain has suffered some sort of damage.
Yeah.
And in order to protect you from yourself, we now have to step in. The reason I hate boxing is not even the fact that, like, people can get knocked down and then you allow them to get back up. I'm actually kind of okay with that because if you can show that you've recovered, but what I don't like is the standing 8 count. And I'll tell you why. Because that person hasn't gone down. He's receiving damage, right?
Right.
And you're allowing a break in the action and a concussion probably did happen. And if you would have let him another 10 to 15 seconds, the fight probably would have been over.
Right.
But you're prolonging it now.
Prolonging this fight that
because
doesn't
you
need
want
to
to
be
keep it
prolonged
competitive.
for an 8 count.
One of the best stoppages I ever saw
one.
was when Floyd Mayweather, the ref stepped in on Floyd Mayweather versus Conor. When Conor was backing up with his hands down because he was so exhausted, just getting hit, everybody in the room was like, what the fuck? Like, do an 8 count. I go, no. I was like, Conor was no longer in that fight. And that's one of the better stoppages I've ever seen in my life because the ref realized this is over. This is done. He's no longer competitive.
Let's even go back to the Jake Paul fight.
With Anthony Joshua or which one?
Yeah, Anthony Joshua.
Okay.
That fight was not going to go Jake Paul's way. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
You're not going to like what I have to say about it, but keep going.
Anthony Joshua would have lost to that dude. That would have been a stain on his fucking legacy, and no one would ever touch him again.
Okay, but didn't Jake do a better job than you thought he would?
I mean, a fucking track team couldn't do just as good as him.
Hey, say what you want. Here's what I'm going to say about boxing.
Don't get it twisted. I'm not mad at the kid. I just think I
think it exposed boxing.
Yeah.
I think it exposed boxing. Yeah. I think if you try to do what I think that you could only have a Jake Paul in boxing, and that this form of
he's right back. I will say he's done well for boxing.
It's not about that. It's not about that. What I'm trying to say, though, is if you try to create a Jake Paul in MMA, you get exposed in the first minute of the first round. It doesn't exist in this way. No. And this is why I'm saying that boxing is dangerous.
Yeah.
Boxing is dangerous because it will allow for someone to be in there with someone they shouldn't be in longer than they should.
Right.
The reason why Jake Paul's jaw got fucking broken was because he was allowed 19 takedown attempts. Now the reason why
and not one point taken.
Now the reason why I'm saying that he did a better job than I thought he would is because the ref and the state athletic commission and everybody allowed this guy to turn a boxing match into a wrestling match.
Yeah, I don't understand that one. I was
because it's like the discretion of the ref. That's what I'm saying.
Here's the part.
Boxing's dangerous.
That ref just worked a BKFC fight, and I know the guy. He's a super nice guy. He's a great ref.
Jake Paul got his chin and jaw broken.
Yeah.
Because he was allowed to go for 19 takedown attempts. So Anthony Joshua had to set up not like a combination.
Yeah.
Because he knows that if he clips him once, he's going to go for a takedown attempt. Right. He has to go for a one-hitter quitter.
Right. And that's what he did.
Because Jake was allowed to go for successive takedowns because he's getting fucking pummeled.
Yeah.
The ref was not doing him any service. So then he sets Jake up for a one-hitter quitter because whenever I watch sports, I never get mad at the players because the players are playing to the rules.
Right. They're bending the rules just enough.
Yeah. Within the boundaries.
Right.
What I blame is
the most wins the most.
I blame the rules. So, like, you're saying that this is a boxing match, the Marcus of Queensberry rules apply, yet you got a guy going for more takedown attempts than my wrestlers at a high school tournament. What are we talking about? And if he was forced to stand up, or if he was forced, like, hey, if you do one more, I'm going to disqualify you because you're showing to me that you don't belong in here with this person. Yeah. What is the job of the referee? When the ref sat there,
protect the fucking fighter first.
When the ref sat there and he said, "Boys, we got to start fighting." I forget which round it was. It was the 5th or 6th round, and the guy was like, "Hey, man, these people paid all this fucking money. Ain't nobody trying to see this." That is not the referee's job.
No,
that is not the referee's fucking job.
No, it's not.
The referee's job is to protect the fighters from themselves.
Yeah.
And what the referee should have done after the 5th takedown attempt is give a point.
Yep.
And then if that keeps going, you disqualify Jake. Because the reason why Jake is going for takedowns is because he can't fucking hang with a world heavyweight champion. Which by the way, the state sanctioning body should have never
allowed that.
I don't want to go down this road because I watched it and I was a participant in it. So I don't want to sound like a hypocrite. But let's call a spade a fucking spade. That fight should have never fucking happened because he had not had the credentials to be in there with that person. And then when that fight was playing out, the ref and everybody did everything they could possibly do to allow Jake the ability to end the fight on a decision, which is a disservice to Jake.
That's fair.
They
disagree
are
with that
not
one.
in there for the show and the spectacle.
Yeah.
They're in there to protect the fighters from themselves. Anthony
And
Joshua.
you're not going to find anybody else that's not going to agree with
Anthony
you on that
Joshua
one
sat
with
there
me.
and got hit with everything Jake had and ate all of it and was like, bro, I've been hit by the greats.
Yeah, Anthony Joshua is, again,
That's why I say boxing is more dangerous
Yeah,
than MMA.
I don't disagree with
because
that.
MMA, we
Again.
don't have that. The referee can't stop in the middle of an arm bar where your arm's getting fucking broken and be like, all right, put it back together. He's going out for round 2. We've seen some bad calls in MMA.
Yeah, we have.
We've seen some bad calls in
Yeah.
MMA. But are they as frequent as boxing?
No.
Forgive me, because I came up on MMA. Craig, I'll say this right now. Boxing is a fucking joke. Professional and amateur boxing is a fucking joke compared to MMA. A joke.
So I grew up.
I don't believe
I
in
grew
the
up.
state
I grew up in the Mike Tyson era.
Yeah, different time. Don
different
King.
times.
Shout out.
Yeah, I mean, it was different times. Like, I really wasn't back. I'm really not a huge boxing guy, but I
love boxing.
I don't hate
I just think it's a joke.
Like, I think we got one of the best heavyweights here in St. Louis.
Which one?
Stephen Shaw. And the kid's not getting any fights. He needs fights. Like, he's like 22-2 or something like that. Like,
But surely you understand how boxing works.
yeah. If you're not
I'll say it without
undefeated, you
saying
ain't
it.
getting shit. And I don't understand that one.
Well,
Like,
it's not even about that. It's also about the marketing.
yeah. Well,
Say what you want about the UFC. Say what you want about the UFC, about their pay structure and all these other things. It is a meritocracy. Now, hold up, though.
I'm gonna be the
With a
first one to-
caveat there, we have seen some matchups that don't fucking make sense as well.
Oh, yeah.
No
Well,
one is without sin.
And here's the thing, though. Some of those matchups that don't make sense, I've seen some of those matchups where
then
the
they-
guy,
because- okay,
and you're like, holy shit, that was a
in
great
boxing
fight.
or MMA?
MMA.
That's because you have so many variables in MMA,
Yeah.
you can turn a fight and be like, this guy has no shot on the feet, but he might have a chance on the ground.
Right.
And you have additional variables to make it interesting.
No, my favorite is the guy that comes in last fucking minute, like with a week's notice and beats the fuck out of someone. Sean Woodson.
Yeah.
Perfect example. Sean Woodson. When he fought on Dana White's Contender Series, what do you have? 72 hours?
Yeah, and they had to cut like 20 pounds.
And fucking knocked him out with a jump knee?
Yeah.
I mean,
After he got wrestle fucked for like 7-8 minutes.
yeah. He was wrestle fucked for the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
I thought, and then Sean came out. That kid was, and that kid's in the UFC now too.
Terrence McKinney.
Yeah, the kid's a good kid. He's a great.
We're not knocking anybody.
No. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying it was great to watch that happen because, I mean, it was the last fucking minute replament, and it happens a lot, especially here in local shows.
Yeah.
It happens a lot. So you know,
I think,
you get
I think
guys.
it would shock the average viewer who's not like, so like the problem with us is we are close to the community.
yeah.
You've been a part of this for what, 20 years? I've been a part of this for now 15 years.
Yeah.
So like we know a lot of the gyms, a lot of the trainers, a lot of the coaches, a lot of the fighters, we know them.
Yeah.
But for the average person coming, let's say it's like your first time going to a Nemesis or a Shamrock. You have no fucking clue.
No.
All the things behind
All
the
the
scenes.
in and outs and what's going
you
on
might
behind
watch a
the
guy come out and
scene.
fight and you're like, man, that guy looks a little slow. You didn't realize that he accepted the fight on 24 hours notice and he had to cut 15 pounds.
Right. Or he just didn't fucking train.
Or he didn't train. Yeah, maybe that too. Like,
know.
And by the way, this is stuff that we do know because we see them in the back. We see them at weigh-ins. We
But-
know their coaches. We know their team.
I will say this: as longer, the longer I've been in this, I don't see the not training as much anymore.
I do.
I don't.
Bro, I can call 6 people out right now.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Again,
Local guys.
Okay, but here,
That
listen,
are in there just for a paycheck.
Okay. Oh, and I'm not talking about pros. I'm talking about
Amateur too.
I'm talking about amateur wise.
Well, sorry, not amateur in the sense of like a paycheck, but like amateurs that like, I don't want to call anybody out by name, but I think you and I could easily pick out people that like should stop fighting.
Oh fuck yeah!
Stop fighting.
No, I can. No, I'm
There's
not talking
no
about,
glory in
what
getting
I'm
your
saying,
ass
though,
beat.
What I'm saying is like, I don't see I don't see as many of the independent fighters these days, and I don't see the garage train guys these days.
Okay.
As much. But again, I'm also probably not paying attention.
There's a lot of gyms out there that I would say are equivalent to
I'm not
garage
saying that
training.
there isn't. I'm just saying I might not be paying that much
I
attention.
sound like such a
also.
Debbie Downer. Forgive me.
Well, it's all good. You're just being a bitch about it.
I just no. The problem is like you can play basketball, you can play soccer, you can't play fighting. Yeah,
No.
and it's just
No.
like I think to myself like if you're an amateur.
You should be fucking training.
Unless I'll give some context to it too. Like if you got in there late, you're like 35, like you. Like what are you gonna do? Go pro at 40? You know what I mean? So like, I think there are boundaries in which this is acceptable to not necessarily listen to what I think you should adhere to, but I think if you're an amateur, the goal should be to go pro and then do something as a professional. Either acquire a lot of money, try to build your brand, whatever that outlet is, that's the goal. If you're not doing this, like, there are so many other things you could be doing with your time.
But here's the problem, though. You got to think about this. Look at some of these top tier pros that were in the UFC, in Bellator, in this, and they ain't got a fucking pot to piss in their window, throw it out. But listen to me. That's get
professional sports in
I'm not.
There's a bunch of football players that made way
bunch,
more than these fighters.
Yeah, trust me.
And they're still bankrupt.
You ever heard of Lenny Dykstra?
By the way, not even in sports, in entertainment and everything.
Yeah.
MC Hammer had to file bankruptcy. Come on.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying in general. You know, but then you get the guys like the James Krauses and the guys like that fucking actually did something with their money.
Okay, but that James Krause is also a bad example for other reasons. I guess what I'm trying to say, though,
I'm not saying that. I'm just... It's
difficult to tie athletic prowess to then also financial literacy.
Then fucking get you somebody that you can trust that can handle your fucking money.
Yeah, that's
because if you're making...
That's a tall order too, Craig. How many people do you trust with your money? I don't fucking trust anybody with my money. I love my mom. I love my mom. If my mom was alive, I'd trust her with my money. I'm with you.
I'm just saying in general, like, you're right. I don't trust. I don't trust a lot of people.
I think it's a tall order to ask.
But if you're making that kind of fucking money, you need to be able to find someone that you can fucking do.
What is that kind of money? Do you know what a financial planner costs? Do you know what a financial planner costs?
I can only imagine.
And if you're making, let's say, 12-12 on your UFC debut, you can't afford a financial advisor.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about when you're making 12.
If you're making 50-50 at the UFC, you can't afford a financial advisor.
Okay. Then I don't know what the fuck to tell you then.
Well, I guess what I'm just trying to say, though, is like, to that point.
Right.
Because the initial thing you said was like, these guys are making this money, and then like, look at them now. It's like, dude.
It's not even look at them now. I just hate seeing these guys that have put their fucking life on the line for all these years, and then they come out and they're fucking broke.
Do you feel the same way about military personnel? Do you feel the same
Absolutely,
way about firefighters?
I fucking do.
Okay, well then.
Absolutely, I do.
I guess maybe.
I think our fucking military and our firefighters and our police department are all under fucking paid.
Okay.
Every fucking one of them.
Here's my response as a professional fighter. I knew what I was signing up for.
I know you.
I knew the pay.
And you've been on that
I knew
same.
the pay.
You've
I
said
think
this for
cops
how many
know
years?
what they sign up for. I think firefighters know what they sign up for.
My brother-in-law is a cop.
Yes, I think he knew. Like, this was the pay. This is the responsibility.
I'm not stupid. I still don't want to see something happen to. Well, no, don't get me wrong. He's also now on CSI. He's not on the road no more, so which is cool.
Dun.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in general. I just don't like. I just hate seeing these guys fucking broke, bro.
I'm kind of sounding like a hypocrite here.
We went a totally different way on this.
Dude, listen, no, I don't disagree with you. I also, it is something that I talk to a lot of UFC fighters, and I know their plights, and I understand their financial, like, very acutely, their financial, I want to be careful how I say this. Their financial literacy is not conducive to someone in their position for long-term health. Okay?
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm trying to say.
I get what you're saying.
So like, I acknowledge what it is that you're saying, and I know that it comes from a good place. But my response is still like,
I just don't want to see people live. How am I going to say? I just don't like seeing these guys go out there and they bust their fucking ass and they fucking put on this show. And I don't know what the fucking UFC pays. I don't know. I didn't know what Bellator pays. I don't give a fuck what they pay. Well, they're not paid enough. That's the first thing. But I also want to see these guys be successful after the fact. Like, look, I mean, but here, and also, and Jeremy Johnson said this multiple times. The UFC doesn't build stars no more. Because remember, back in the day, you watched because Chuck Liddell was fighting. Not because it was UFC. It was because Chuck was fucking fighting Rampage, or Chuck was fighting... God damn it, what's his name? Fuck, can't remember.
There's a bunch of goats.
Tito.
Okay,
you know,
Tito
you're saying you tuned in because of that, not because it was the UFC. You know.
Okay, but I mean,
these guys gotta figure out a way to monetize their name at some point. You get what I'm saying?
You know who's doing it better than anybody right now?
Conor McGregor?
No, actually, Conor, yes. But in terms of like branching out from their fighter path, Rampage Jackson. Rampage Jackson's like a Twitch streamer now.
Is
IRL
he?
Twitch streamer. He's crushing it. He's on with
I
Leon
don't
and
know
all
what
these
Twitch.
other people.
I don't even know what Twitch really
I guess what
is.
I'm trying to say, but what I'm trying to say though is, like, there is a part of me that acknowledges what you're saying and agrees. The problem, though, is, okay, how many pro fights? How many pro fights do you need to have? How many amateur fights do you need to have? Like, should Mike Green have enough money? Because he's fought more than I have. But you know what I mean? Should Mike Green have more money than I have because he fought more than me? Should people who have had better careers than I had in terms of like their record, but didn't have the strength of schedule that I had, should they receive more money than me? The problem with your, like the way that you think is you're judge, jury, and executioner. And the problem with that is who is to decide what is like what someone deserves. The truth of the matter is, here's the problem. The truth of the matter is capitalism did decide. The invisible hands of the market decided your worth, my worth, everybody's worth. And it wasn't as worth as much as we thought.
Right.
That's the unsexy truth.
No, you're absolutely right. But on that point, or on that, I don't know, man.
Do I want them to have better?
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
I'll tell you one thing that could happen that could change all of this. Fighting, martial arts is still one of those sports where you can't necessarily do it and get an education through scholarships. So like you could play football, you could dedicate your whole life to football, go to college, even a D3 school, NAIA, whatever it is.
Right.
You can still get an education and then use that education in whatever field you want. So like your time in football isn't wasted even if you don't go to the NFL.
Well, motocross the same way.
You can get scholarships?
No.
Okay.
Like these kids are going pro like 16. They're homeschooled.
It's either make it or break it, right?
Yeah.
That's how I look at the UFC or an MMA. It's like the problem is not that the issue with martial arts, forgive me for motocross, I just don't know, but the issue with martial arts is not this that everybody should be a millionaire. The problem is there's no off-ramp. You could spend your entire life dedicated to martial arts, and then after it's all said and done, the only thing you could do is either coach, corner, cut. You're still in that world forever. You could spend your entire life since 6 years old, from Little League football or basketball or baseball or whatever, and then you get up to college. Let's say you even get a partial scholarship, right?
Yeah.
You get an education with all that work that you've done, and then maybe you don't go to the MLB. Maybe you don't go to the NFL, but you still have that diploma. You can still use that outside of that. You don't have that in martial arts.
Here's my favorite. Well, not my favorite, but there's a local kid that got drafted by a very, very big organization, 3rd round out of high school.
Oh, shout out that guy.
Yeah.
Do you know his name?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you don't want to say it? Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to say it.
Okay.
I'm sure they know who I'm talking about.
Okay. I don't, but anyway.
I mean,
we'll say it off the record.
Viewers, but anyway. He had the option to go to college for both basketball and baseball.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then
God bless him.
He got drafted in the 3rd round straight out of high school and
to the MLB or
Okay. Yeah, went to the MLB, came up a few years ago. He's bounced around a couple different teams, but I mean, he's a pitcher, he's making money.
Bro, league minimum is what, $400,000 a year?
But here's the thing, when he's done, he can go back to fucking school if he wants. Cuz he's still, they're not fucking beat up like Well,
you can always still go. You can always still get an education without you're paying for it. I guess, it's tough because fighting's not a team sport,
but it is a team. But it takes a fucking team sometimes.
It takes a village to create any athlete. I agree. I agree with you there. I guess what I'm trying to say.
Would you be better without some of the fucking teammates you've had?
No, absolutely. Without the people around me.
But you say it's not a team sport.
It's not. It's an individual sport. You're going out there and fighting by yourself.
I understand that.
If I win or lose, it's me. When I win, I don't go, my striking coach won that fight for me. No, I won that fucking fight.
I understand that.
You feel me?
No, I understand that.
And if I lose that fight, I don't say my head coach wasn't there.
Oh, motherfucker, I've heard you say it.
Me?
Yeah.
When?
I'm fucking with you.
Oh, I was like, dude, it doesn't sound like me at all.
I was trying to get you going.
I fucking sit there and
get you going.
Yeah, I got my ass whooped.
No, but yeah, like I said, I just, it is a team sport, but again, you're right. You're the one out there fighting. You're out. Yeah.
It takes a village to create any high-level athlete in any endeavor. However, there are sports where you either play at the individual level exclusively or amongst the team. The problem with martial arts is that martial arts, like economically, marketing wise, has a lot of shortfalls that we're not addressing at all. So like, I'll give you the 3 pillars. Number 1, I already gave you the path to an education, so that even if you don't get to the UFC, and honestly, how many UFC fighters do we know that still are bankrupt, like we were talking about? So like, the problem is this, is like, if you want people to gravitate towards this martial art and towards this path and towards this life, you need to give them off ramps. If you don't give them off ramps, you're only going to get the guys that are like the extreme killers. And the problem with that is, you have there's only so much food at the table. There's only so many chairs, and you have 100 fucking savages. Only 50 of them can eat. The other 50 of them are now ostracized by society because they have no skill set, no intelligence, no nothing, and they failed in their endeavor. Not because they were bad. They're fucking great fighters, but there were other people that were better. Yeah. That's the number 1 thing. We have no off ramps.
There's always someone bigger and badder.
Yeah, there's no path to education. There's no path to like, okay, I fought for 10 years, but now I can transition because that my fighting allowed me to go to college, and now I got this degree, or maybe, what have you.
And you see a very slight few of them transfer into commentary or this or that.
The exception doesn't make the rule. Exactly.
Yeah, exception doesn't make the rule. But
number 2, the reason why marketing or making money in fighting is very difficult is because it is an individual sport. And so like, you don't know this because we're not like super savvy to like the intricacies of all these sports. But like, when the Baltimore Ravens play, you might take out a lineman and put in another lineman. The Baltimore Ravens are still fucking playing at that game. And that's like the power of numbers, so to speak, right? So like, when you have a team, you can kind of pick and choose. This guy's hurt, we can take him out for a week. In fighting, if you're hurt, if you can't make the fight, how many, I wonder, there's no stats on this, but like, I genuinely wonder how many fighters went into a fight, not even less than 100%, because every fighter does. Everybody is beat up from camp, right? But how many fighters have gone into a fight with legitimate torn ligaments, broken whatever, or fractured whatever, because they know that if they don't fight, they don't get fucking paid.
I remember wrapping a Russian's hands.
And they were broken?
Oh, I guarantee it was fucking broke.
So you were wrapping a hand that was pre-broke?
Oh, yeah. I guarantee it was broke. I was just like I went to the powers that be, and I'm like, look, when he comes back,
his hand's going to be broken.
That hand was already broken.
Before.
Yeah, and I was like, I
just want you to know.
Yeah, letting you know it wasn't me. Because, that shit was tracked at the higher level.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
It still is tracked at the higher level.
Well, I mean, you want to know if, like...
Yeah, dude, I'll be honest with you. I can count on one hand how many broken hands I've had in the 12, 15 years I've been wrapping hands and doing that. I can count on one hand. And
they're all Dustin Lampros.
No.
I love you, buddy.
No, the last one really fucking hurt me because it bothered me. Steve Berger's boy broke his hand.
Oh, his son?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, he broke his fucking hand.
His last amateur fight?
The last amateur fight, he broke his hand. And they're like,
but here's the thing though, dude, man. He's an amateur. The mechanics of how he's throwing his punches.
No, he hit this kid right on the square on the fucking top of the head. Yeah. I mean, it's not.
There's only so much you can do.
I understand, but when you wrap them and it happens, you're like,
I think that's the correct.
It puts me in a bad mood.
I think that's the correct way to.
Yeah. I apologize to him. I apologize to his dad.
What they say?
To his mom. They're like, it fucking happens. It's fighting. Yeah. I'm like, I know, but god damn it, I feel terrible. I still to this day apologize to Dakota Bush, and he's told me 900 times it's not my fucking fault. Yeah. The kid sprawled, he went to take down a kid sprawled, and his knee landed on top of his hands while his hands were like this.
Yeah, shit
it's
happens.
Like, there's nothing I can do about that.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
No. To my point about the 3 pillars that make fighting just less lucrative for fighters. So number 1 is the options for a plan B or a lot
of these guys going in without any fucking plan whatsoever. And that's usually when you find your killer.
Yeah, but I would make the same. I would make that same argument for any sport ever. The problem is we like to separate fighters from athletes, but fighters are also athletes.
No. Absolutely, they're 1,000% an athlete.
So a lot of the same rules
I think
apply.
some of these fighters are more athletic than fucking these athletes.
I don't think so.
Have you seen the John Jones?
Yeah, I think John Jones gets smashed at other sports. I do. Because I think
two of his brothers were
NFL players.
Okay.
I agree, and I think John Jones didn't.
And they all said that he's the fucking better athlete.
Yeah, and I think that John Jones didn't play in the NFL.
Fair, that's fair, but why didn't he go?
I don't know. Probably because he wasn't good enough. Because NFL has better money.
I'm just talking shit.
No,
I don't know. I'm just
the reason I'm saying that is like I'm not trying to like knock. Like,
no. I get what you're saying.
How hard is it to become a professional fighter? I've literally seen a guy fight another professional fighter without having a single fight before. Went pro and fought the guy. Okay, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Now, ever since that, the State Athletic Commission has changed the rules on that. So now you have to have 5 amateur fights. How long do you have to be a football player before you're a professional football player? How long do you have to play baseball or motocross or whatever the fuck else before you're a professional?
I can tell you right now, some of these.
It's so easy to be a pro fighter.
Some of these kids that race motocross started. Well, I learned how to ride a dirt bike before I could ride a fucking bicycle. I was riding a dirt bike at 2 years old.
Man, that is. I'm thinking so many like American white people jokes right now. You too? Yeah. And both of you guys are American whites? I can say this because I'm a foreigner.
So anyway, but what I'm getting at is some of these
Have
guys.
I ever told you that the greatest threat to this country is? No, I'm just joking.
I'm gonna shut up. I'm kidding, but no, like these kids that are coming up racing dirt bikes and stuff, they're fucking. They start young, bro. They're at private facilities, living by themselves.
Correct.
Sometimes.
That's every sport.
No, I get it.
It's every sport.
But I notice it more in motocross because I don't pay attention to too much other shit. I race dirt bike. I still watch motocross to this day, supercross, and I watch hockey. I really don't watch fights that much anymore. I see them so much that I really don't like go out of my way. Now, like if Buckley's fighting, Woodson's fighting, Charles Johnson's fighting,
Yeah, some of the
some of the UFC guys that or the local guys I know, or some of the old Bellator guys that I know are fighting. I will try to tune into that fight. I'm not paying $85 for a fucking pay-per-view. I'm sorry. I'm just not doing it.
Luckily, now we don't have to.
I understand
if you were smart enough before, you still weren't.
But I see so much fighting that it gets old after a while. And I just need a fucking break.
I cannot disagree more.
Like, I need a break. I'm like, I deal with it day in and day out. And then, the fucking questions I get constantly from people. Are
you tired of, forgive me, I said I could not disagree more because, like, are you tired of working events? Are you tired because of the proximity?
No, don't get me wrong. Towards the end of the year, you see me towards the end of the year, I was getting burned out.
Yeah, well, you're working. You're not there. Listen, when I go to fights, I enjoy them.
Right.
I'm paying a ticket. I'm cornering one guy. Yeah. And then after he's done fighting, I'm enjoying the night.
I'm wrapping 17 fucking guys in a night and fucking working a cage.
Exactly. So, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, I don't know if you're necessarily kind of, like, plateauing on the sport or if you're just, like...
I'm tired. I'm getting old. I just found out I'm diabetic, which...
got the diabetes.
Yeah, I got the diabetes. But I just found that out. I'm trying to get my health back. I've had 2 hip replacements. I mean, I'm fucking old. And
bro, you're 50.
I feel like I'm 90 sometimes.
Okay, yeah, but you're 50.
I understand that. But I still feel like I'm fucking old. But I work almost every single weekend. Like I've been off since like the 13th of December.
Okay.
And my next show is the 17th and I'm like, oh.
Ask Jeremy what his schedule is like. Ask me what my schedule is like.
That's your guys' problem. You guys do you. I like to relax.
No, you
I'm
don't.
A lazy fucker.
You told me earlier in this conversation.
No. I no.
That you don't like to relax.
I don't.
That you like to.
I'm
work.
bored. I'm at home playing video games. That's how fucking bored I am.
So then you're contradicting yourself.
No, I know. I'm just talking shit.
So let me go back to the plateauing of MMA because I think I have the same thing you have.
You just get burned out.
No, it's not burned out. It is lack of. It's not intimacy. Like I'm not trying to be like intimacy is the incorrect word. The lack of not commitment, the lack of enthusiasm. I don't know what.
Yeah, I think that's where.
I don't know what word I'm trying to. Not commitment, but like okay. I'll give you an example. When Conor and Ronda were fighting, the reason why there was the golden age of like MMA was because they got invested. You're not. That's invested. The word I'm looking for. That's the word I'm looking for. No, Ronda and Conor were the last superstars that were created, and they never wanted to create a superstar outside of that. Now that comes with it a pro and a con. The pro of that is you have a consistent UFC, regardless of who's on the card. Like when you watch the UFC card, whether it's a fight night, a named, a numbered UFC, you know you're going to get like an adequate level of competent combat. Maybe. No. You will.
Not every fucking shitters.
Yeah, but not complete cards.
Again, I don't watch that much because.
So then, how can you say that?
Again, hear me out. I don't watch that much because it's not somebody on there that I fucking have any vested interest.
Yeah, but then how can you say that then?
Because I've seen.
Either you're watching it or you're not.
Because I've seen some that I've had. There's guys on it, and then you're like, oh, awesome, he's fucking won, and then you try to watch the rest, and you're like,
Well, okay. Let me
was
add.
okay.
Let me add two things to this. Number one, do you disagree or agree with me with my investment comment? When the UFC stopped creating superstars,
Oh no, I absolutely agree with that.
It was better
because
for
you
the
don't have that
UFC,
household name no more.
but it was worse for the sport.
It's worse for the sport. Well, think about let's compare to boxing. What was the heyday of boxing?
I would say it's right now.
You think it's right now?
Yeah.
I think it was
In my lifetime.
I think it was when Mike Tyson was fighting.
I would agree with you if I was watching boxing back then.
Name me 5 heavyweights then.
Right now,
Yeah.
Tyson Fury. I don't want to say Francis Ngannou, but
5 heavyweight boxers.
yeah, any heavyweights. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, the guy that just fought. We said his name. AJ.
Anthony Joshua. I'll help you out.
Sorry. I'm gonna get reamed for this. Alexander Usyk and Dylan White. You have. I could do more than 5.
Okay. That's my point. You're
By the way,
you're scrambling to thinking about who.
No, I'm scrambling because we're doing an hour and a half podcast. I drank a little bit of whiskey, and you're putting me on the spot. Name me 5 fucking names. I forgot my name.
No, what I'm saying though is.
No,
look how difficult that was. But back when Tyson was fighting,
name me 5 heavyweight UFC fighters.
5 heavyweight UFC
in
fighters.
the UFC.
And right now. So we got fuck.
All right.
Cain Velasquez. We got actually active guys.
You realize he's in prison, right?
Active fighter. I know he is.
Another one.
Active fighter.
One that's not 8 years old from his heyday.
Yeah, well.
Okay, so the same logic applies.
I understand that. I get what you're saying.
It's difficult.
It's difficult, yes, right.
And
now.
we're honestly making the point about why fighting doesn't produce more money.
Yeah.
We're making the point.
It's aggravating.
It goes back to my 3 pillars.
I
never said the third pillar. You want to know what the third pillar is?
Third pillar, what?
The demographics that go into fighting.
Yeah. It's a fucking
It's a bunch of dumb meatheads. I hate to say it like that way. By the way, I myself was one of those fighters.
Dude.
I was a dumb meathead for a lot of my life.
I've been behind the scenes for a long time. I've seen some shit.
Yeah.
And I've seen some shit that just fucking was like perfect.
I tell people all the time that I'm the exception, not the rule. And I knew it.
You know, honestly, I will say that there's a lot that were like you, that was the exception, not the rule. But then there was a lot that were like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, really? But my personal experience, I had more guys that were fucking easy to work with and deal with. But I also don't handle all the other bullshit.
That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. What was you saying?
What I'm saying is the propensity to be a high earner.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go full douche on this one. Sorry.
No. If you sold tickets, I mean, look at Dustin Lampros. What's he sell? A fuck ton of tickets every time he fights. Hey, good for him. I'm happy that he does. Everybody loves him. I like Dustin. I have no problem with him.
He's a nice guy.
He's a nice kid, and I like what he fucking does on the side. Or what he's doing full time or whatever.
Catching pedophiles or something like that. Doing the Lord's work as far as I'm concerned.
They don't fucking break my heart none whatsoever. Yeah. But you don't have all those guys. You got those guys that are like, oh, I sold like 20 tickets. I'm like, cool, good. That's a start.
I would go farther than that though. Like outside of like, okay.
You're out. You're getting your sponsors. You're getting the
outside of that.
Okay.
Outside of that.
Okay.
How many guys did you know that got sponsors and all this other stuff and like they're struggling to make ends meet now?
Oh fuck yeah.
That's what I mean. The exception, not the rule. I'm talking about the people that can extend themselves past fighting.
I see what you're saying now. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You got a fucking career. In
other sports, you can do that because you're allowed that. I'm gonna say it. If you took the average IQ of an MLB player, or not MLB, sorry, a baseball player, the average IQ of a basketball player, the average IQ of these players, like total IQ, not in their craft, because I do think that being a mixed martial artist is incredibly difficult.
Yeah.
I think the barrier to entry to go pro in MMA is too low, first of all. I think that the commitment from a lot of people is too low, first of all, in a way that's not as competitive as other sports because of the money factor.
Yeah.
Because the league minimum in MLB is $400,000.
Is it 400,000?
Yeah,
I don't know what the league
or $250,000 to $400,000.
I could be wrong. I think you're more 4,000.
Yeah, I could be right because I think they increased it after 10% year-over-year inflation. Thanks, Biden. What I'm trying to say though is like money is a direct correlator to impact and like performance and investment. So like, why would I invest $1 million in terms of like I have this kid, he's 3 years old. Why would I invest the next 15 years and $1 million up to in training, nutrition, and all these other things for him to go to the UFC and make 12 and 12? Right. When I can take him into football, basketball, soccer, whatever, and then even if he just gets signed, it's $400,000 a year.
I just read something where the Jets quarterback signed a $40 million fucking thing and got $30 million guaranteed, and they're gonna fucking release him.
So my 3 pillars on why
I get it. No. I get what you're saying.
Number 1, there's no off ramp.
Yeah.
Number 2, the individuality of the sport makes it more difficult than that of a team because you can pick and choose and replace people and the team can still move forward even if the individual needs to step back.
Unless you're the fucking Jets.
Yeah, unless you're, sorry.
I'm sorry.
And then number 3 is I hate to say it, it's like yes, like the propensity to be a professional fighter is lower than being a professional basketball player. Is lower than being a professional football player. It's so easy. It's so easy. I literally saw a guy who never fought ever can say he's a professional fighter. Dude, I'm sorry. That's fact.
I understand. I get it.
Tell me how many people step on the NBA court, never played a game of basketball.
I understand. I understand what you're saying. But
I hate it because I love MMA. I hate it because I love MMA.
I have no rebuttal. I'm like, I want to fucking be like, but I
love this sport. I dedicated 13 years of my life to it.
Dude, I've been doing
this
this
is the
for
truth.
years.
And you've been doing it longer than me. Yeah, but
I mean,
this is the truth.
I love what I do. And I fucking love being a cutman. And I like working with the fighters. I like being able to interact with the fighters.
I love watching fights. I love being a fighter. I love watching fighters.
I just think there's room for change in everything.
Yes.
I just don't know when it will happen or if it will ever happen.
You need to get jiu-jitsu into high schools. That's how it starts.
I think that would be...
Because at the very least, if you go from jiu-jitsu to fighting, awesome. But if you can get... I mean, wrestling's in high schools.
I say look at how many wrestlers are...
And I would make the... Okay, we Afton High School just made up... Oh, my God. I got to be careful how I say this. There are sports within public school systems already that I would argue are not even sports. Introduce jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. I don't disagree
and then by the way, cross-homogenize them. You know what you should do? Jiu-jitsu's in the fall, wrestling's in the winter. Have them do both.
Yeah.
Have them do both.
Some of those guys will play like another sport just to stay in shape.
Yes.
Like,
well, I think
I've known baseball players that wrestled just because it would keep them in shape, or football players, especially football players in wrestling.
I tell all my wrestlers, I provide to you year-round wrestling, but one of the things I don't do is like make you choose between sports. Yeah, no. So when I do my practices, or even in the spring or whatever, they're not in the way of like whatever practices can be there. And then we don't do any weekends because that's when you go to your track meets, what have you. You know what I mean? Like whatever it is. I never want to put someone, especially a kid, in a position where they have to choose one or the other. Yeah. They should always have the option of both.
Yeah. I mean,
right?
Especially as a kid or a teenager or whatever, you need options.
Do you disagree with me in my assertion that jiu-jitsu should become a high school sport?
Absolutely, I think it should be. I mean, it would be, again, you could do it just like a wrestling match.
If you did jiu-jitsu in high school.
Or a wrestling meet, I should say.
If you did jiu-jitsu in high school and then provided the NCAA aspect of that, it gives people an off-ramp.
I don't disagree with that. You can
still be a fighter. You can still pursue this path and still get an education. And that's only one of the 3 pillars.
Well, aren't they supposed to be bringing MMA to the Olympics?
No, that's never going to happen.
I keep hearing shit about it.
It's never going to happen.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen because the lobbying front, number 1, is not strong enough. And 2, everything else we've been talking about. How easy it is to become pro. Yeah. Why would you go to the Olympics? When you can go pro and sell 200 tickets at a show and like why? Like I hate to say it like this way,
but then they're killing off wrestling and shit in the Olympics, which that infuriates me.
Well, the problem is wrestling as a sport, because it is a grappling sport where it's anatomical positional awareness and not a definitive finish. A pin is not as definitive as a tap. Or a broken bone. I think it's or someone lying unconscious because they were choked out.
I just think it's fucking stupid.
But you're biased.
I am very biased.
Does that make sense? Like, by the way, I agree with you. I agree with you. I love the fact that RAF is doing like
that's
wrestling.
Fucking cool. I
love that Bare Knuckle is doing their thing and we'll cater.
I tell you what, Bare Knuckle's fucking dude.
Here's what I want. I want the most avenues for people to express themselves in martial arts as possible. Yeah. Because that will create the most opportunities for economic growth, prosperity, marketing, what have you, right?
Right.
I don't want there to just be UFC and boxing, obviously. But I also don't want there to be like exclusivity within these things. I don't agree with an all women's promotion.
Yeah,
That goes against everything I've ever been taught in my life ever.
Back when
It made sense when it made sense. But now every promotion, including Bellator when it was alive, UFC, they all have women's leagues. Why do you have a women's only? Okay, let me put it this way. I'm going to create a promotion tomorrow. Only black people can fight.
That's your prerogative.
I think that's retarded.
This is why
I think it's retarded.
That's why we live in the land of the free.
The market will eventually show me that I'm true in my retardation.
Am I saying I'm not?
There's a reason why Invicta never picked up.
I fucking love Invicta.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure.
Dude, some of those girls.
I have nothing against the individual fighters.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying.
I think the promotion makes no sense.
They give her. Yeah, I mean.
I think the promotion makes no sense. It made sense until Ronda Rousey got that first inaugural bantamweight belt, and then it should have dissolved.
Well, a lot of the girls that came from
or embrace Invicta should have embraced men as well. If we're about equality,
a lot of the girls came from Invicta that were in the UFC.
That's why it should have dissolved. The top 10 in every division was from Invicta. Essentially.
That would probably.
Where's Invicta now? It's basically dissolved from the market anyway. I'm right by proxy.
We did 3 or 4 shows last year.
Did you?
Yeah, I can't remember. It was early in the year.
Did you?
Yeah, we did 3 or 4 shows.
I'm sorry.
That's all good.
I'm that cunt.
Yeah, no. You're good. Invicta's going to always have a place in my heart because that was my first big league TV show, on TV fight, blah, blah, blah. First time I got to work with Stitch. First time I worked with Rob Monroe. These are big name cutmen that a lot of these guys don't know. Like Rob Monroe's one of the biggest or one of the best cutmen in the world, if not the best. Behind, then you got Stitch Duran. He's in Creed movies. He's wrote 9, bunch of books. I've worked with him a bunch of times.
Craig, I'm gonna get a bunch of flack from Ashley Cummins, who I was a roommate with and a training partner with, who had fought for Bellator and Invicta.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get a bunch of fuck. I'm not gonna get. I'm assuming that I'm gonna get a bunch of flack from also Kelly D'Angelo, who I've had on the podcast and I've trained with, who have fought for Invicta.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, like.
You just think it. You just. I get what you're saying. I understand where you're at with it. I disagree a little bit because you still got to have those girls that aren't at that UFC level yet.
Yeah,
they have somewhere to fight.
They fight at Shamrock. They fight in FAC. They fight in every other place. You know what's crazy to me too is MMA is the one sporting outlet where I genuinely view the women on the same level as I view the men. There is no other sporting outlet which I give that credit to. When I watch the WNBA, I'm like, you guys would get smoked in the NBA. Like, it's not even fun watching this. When I watch women's soccer, I'm like, a high school boys soccer team would smoke you. When I watch women fighting, I'm like, dude, you'll beat up 80% of men I know.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Does that make sense?
No,
I give them the credit they fucking deserve because they earned it, truly earned it. And when you see a UFC or whatever card being headlined by a woman, it's not because they're a woman. It's because they're good enough to headline a card.
And they earned it.
It's the majority of the meritocracy. And like I said, I give Invicta this grace until the UFC adopted it. And even because it's a Venn diagram, it's not like a clear delineation. 5 years after that, 5 years after Ronda and all them, 5 years you have Invicta. Why do you have Invicta today? What is the point? Why is there an all women's league? Why not have Invicta also have some men? They need it.
I mean, I don't disagree with that. I mean,
okay.
I get that. I don't know. I just feel like it's still good for the women to have that outlet that's just theirs. I don't know. I just feel that way.
Yeah, but
I can't explain it.
Would you feel that way if it was?
Think about it, though.
Yeah, but it's subsidized by a bigger league.
Not no more.
Invicta's on its own and profitable?
Invicta's on its own.
Let's talk in 5 years.
Invicta is on its own.
Let's talk in 5 years.
Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong, by the way. I this is one of the times where, like, sometimes I say shit and, like, I want you to know this is, like, something my wife has to fucking deal with. Because I'll say shit. Because it's what I think. It's truly what I think.
Yeah,
but, like,
fine.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope Invicta in 5 years from now is, like, crushing it. Maybe there's a market for, like, women's only fighting. You know what I mean? I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But it's the same way I felt about like Bellator. It's like, what are you guys doing with this tournament style? And then they switched away from the tournament style and then they brought it back. I'm like, what are you guys doing with this?
Well,
it's not working.
The Grand Prix was cool. I like the Grand Prix. It just took so long sometimes to get them done. That was a lot.
How many people do you know watch UFC like recreationally or watch MMA recreationally that even understood what a Grand Prix was?
Oh, no, not many.
So when you say you thought it was cool, it was your bias. It was because you're close to it.
Right. Well, I will say this. Invicta was doing tournaments, but it was one-night tournaments. Those were fun. It was called the Phoenix Series.
I'm with that.
That was a good time.
That makes more sense.
They would,
one event.
Yeah.
You're not asking somebody to like commit to like multiple events and all these other things. I'm with that as well. I think that's the proper way to do it personally.
Yeah, me too.
If you're going to do a tournament style.
Do it all one night. Be fun.
Because
like the old UFC days.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 That
Absolutely.
works. Multiple doesn't work. Sorry. It's been proven.
Yeah. I mean, it takes, you're like, sometimes you just fucking, one, you lose interest. And two, if someone gets fucking hurt,
which is
you never know that as a casual fan is what I'm getting at.
You know what's funny? I say this, but like Julius Anglicus was one of the fighters that like benefited from this.
Oh, absolutely.
When I forgot who Vadim Nemkov was going to fight,
or not Rampage, Anthony Rumble Johnson.
Yes, Anthony Rumble Johnson, and then he passed, I believe.
He didn't pass yet.
He had the health complication that led to his passing. Forgive me, is what I should have said.
Yeah.
But that created an opportunity for Julius Anglicus to then fight Vadim. So like, I'm not saying
he almost knocked him out.
When I make he didn't almost knock him out.
Fucking
He clipped him. He clipped him in the first round.
Okay.
He clipped him in the first
round.
Whatever.
I was in his fucking corner.
Ask Julius. I've talked to Julius about it. He
I have
almost
too,
knock him
multiple
out.
times.
And he said he almost knocked him out?
No, I just told him he should have fucking jumped on him.
Okay.
I'm just talking shit.
I love Julius.
I do too. He's a great guy.
He is. But what I'm trying to say though is, there are. I'm not making these statements as if they're like binary or absolute. Yeah. Does Invicta do a lot of good? Absolutely. Has it increased? You can make the argument that the reason why women are in the UFC is because of Invicta.
Oh, absolutely.
And I would not argue against that. I would say I
put a lot of that on Ronda's shoulders too.
Yeah.
Because she was such a fucking
Barb
athlete.
Honchak before Ronda.
Well, yeah, but Ronda's really the one that
started that. Dana White even said it.
I love Barb. Gina Carano.
You had to have the pioneers before.
Yeah.
Ronda was the catalyst, duly noted.
And Chris Cyborg.
Yes.
You got to put her in that mix. But Ronda was the catalyst when they bought Strikeforce to bring in the women.
Yes. And I would make the argument that without Invicta and promotions like that,
we wouldn't have.
You would not get to where we're at here.
No,
that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, why do they still exist?
Why not? I mean, why not?
Well, now that they're separated,
why is there Pepsi and Coke?
That's completely different.
Not really.
Yeah, it's 100% different because it's like Invicta's not even comparable to the UFC. It's not even Pepsi and Coke.
I understand.
It'd be like, why is there Coke and Schnucks Coke?
Okay, well then why?
Because people can't afford Coke.
No,
that's
why.
I'm
kidding.
That's why.
No. Again, I see the benefit in Invicta
today.
Yes, still today.
Well, let me ask you this question: Why doesn't Invicta allow some of the men to fight on it? Why not just be a promotion?
That's not a question for me. That's a question for Shannon Knapp.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't fucking make those decisions.
Well, what would you? Let me.
I'm just a cut man.
Yeah, let me expand.
I play with blood and rap hands.
What would you say if tomorrow Shannon comes to you guys? By the way, we're gonna start having guys on the promotion, and
makes me no fucking difference.
We're expanding this from just women to men as well, and trying to grow the promotion.
It makes me no difference.
Yeah, but it makes you no difference, but it grows the sport.
Okay, and that's great.
Exclusivity is limiting by factor.
Right, and that's great. And if that happens, I'll welcome it with open arms and be like, fuck yeah, how many more shows a year are we going to do now that we can actually get more people in the stands?
Okay.
Or we can do this, or we can do that.
I feel like we're agreeing by proxy.
Here's the other thing.
Give it 5 years.
Here's the other thing that I think. Why don't you, when you go, like say you're traveling as a big promotion, why don't you put a couple fucking amateurs on the undercard and let them sell some more tickets? Or sell tickets, period.
Because I think once you get to that point, I don't think it's tickets that make or break a show.
I'm not saying
it's viewership.
And that's what I'm getting at, is getting asses in seats.
So,
getting the product out in front of people. And I'm not calling out Invicta. I'm calling out any promotion. I'm not saying one is right and one's wrong. There's some promotions that I'm like, why in the fuck do you get you 2 or 4 local fucking fighters
to pack the house?
Exactly.
Yeah, that'd be smart business.
And that's the only thing I'm thinking.
That's what Bellator did, man. Listen. I give Bellator a lot of shade.
The
But
the UFC sells tickets because it's the UFC.
well, they've also had to eat shit for many years and almost.
I'm not saying they didn't. I'm not saying they didn't. Bellator would pack the house too, but the undercard fighters sold the tickets, and I think that model worked. That model worked for a long time.
It made sense.
Yeah, absolutely, it made sense. Why not? You want to make it? Sell some tickets.
I don't know. Listen, I think that Bellator folded not because of its business model, but because of its marketing model. I think its business model was actually pretty strong. The problem was its marketing was abysmal.
Honestly, I think what I think happened, and this is I don't know.
Yeah.
What I think happened is COVID, writer's strike, and something else happened. I can't really remember.
Okay.
Because Bellator was owned by Viacom, which owns Paramount.
Yeah.
Which Paramount just spent $7.7 billion on
the UFC rights.
On your rights to the UFC.
What,
so
7 years?
So how long has that been in negotiations? Also, put that on your. Think about that.
Yeah, maybe a year.
Bullshit.
You think longer?
I guarantee it was longer. PFL didn't buy a fucking. I've only been. My last show with Bellator, under the Bellator banner, was 2 years ago. Not even 2 years. Maybe just now 2 years ago. So, I mean, think about that. You know, those negotiations don't fucking happen overnight. I guarantee you that.
You're talking about when Bellator sold to PFL?
Not just that. I'm talking about Paramount getting the rights to the UFC. I guarantee that was in the making for quite a long time.
I'll be the first person on record saying that I think that was a bidding war. I think the UFC would have sold to anybody who wanted to pay the most.
Absolutely, I think that.
I think Paramount came with the highest bid.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I think that's been going on because some of these people are getting their TV rights done a lot earlier than what people think.
No, yes, okay. I will be the first person to tell you that there's a lot of things behind the scenes in business that happen. But I also think that when you have like the constraints of contracts, that sometimes shit can happen a lot sooner.
Oh yeah,
or much more expedited. Yeah. And I think that was a question of like, okay, is Netflix going to pay or is Paramount going to pay? That pee break was well timed because we need to change the subject anyway. So I'm going to have this Heaven Hill
27.
27
that's gonna hit.
years?
That's gonna hit a little hard.
Yeah, dude.
But it's very, very good. Sorry, my phone is going off. Anyway.
Oh my God! I feel like we're back on the Bourbon Society.
I'm gonna back off now. I gotta still drive home, so I'm gonna be.
That is potent, even an aroma.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorites.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a very, very, very good bottle. I see. I thought you've had that before.
No. What's the proof on that?
You know, honestly, I don't know. I'm not a whiskey steward, so I can't really say what it is. I'm not Jeremy Johnson.
I feel like a breathe fire.
We could call him real quick and ask.
You want to call him? Call him. Put him on speaker.
I am. If he'll answer. He doesn't like to answer.
Wow, that is.
Yeah, I called Jimmy, but Jimmy's moving Mama Range.
That's
tonight.
a process. Yeah, I didn't want to bother him either. He told me about that.
What's up?
You're on speaker.
You're on speaker, and we're on the podcast.
Okay.
So this Heaven Hill 27, what proof is that? Do you remember? I don't remember.
I do not remember.
It's potent, man.
It's up there. I want to now. I don't know.
I was thinking like 110, 112.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would make sense.
I brought my little 2-ouncer that Jimmy gave us for Christmas last year because, you know.
Okay.
And he loves the crested.
He also brought this Jameson crested. Jeremy, this is dangerous.
Yeah, the crested is very cool.
I've done 2 neats, and I don't even feel like I'm drinking whiskey.
No.
What?
Jameson crested?
No. Haven Hill.
Heaven Hill.
Heaven Hill 27.
95
95 proof. Okay, so not too bad.
Not too bad.
Well, okay, then is it so potent because it's been in the wood for so long? Is that what it is? Because like, dude, when I had that, I was like, Jesus.
So that has been in a barrel for 27 years.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
That's what he's asking. Why is it?
But it still's got that like kick at the end that's like more than a 95 proof.
The thing with it is, though, is that at the end of the day, there's maybe a quarter of the actual liquid left.
Yeah, because of the fire.
There's nothing else left.
Most of it burned in the fire.
Yeah, not only that, but like it's evaporated.
Oh yeah.
Put it to the mic.
There's only about a quarter of the barrel left. It's all the rest of it's been evaporated. So they are very scarce. They did a couple renditions. They did the 27 year. They've done a 19 year. Yeah, that Heaven Hill 27 is one of the best tasting, really old bourbons that I've ever had. It is way better than Pappy Van Winkle, like by far and above.
Well, yeah, it's a 12-year versus a 27.
You're at the podcast, and I'm sitting here watching the podcast.
You're on your way back from Chicago.
I'm watching the David Evans episode.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
Right on.
that.
All right. Well, we won't bother you no more. We were both curious.
You were only brought up when whiskey was brought up.
That and gay porn, but whatever. All right.
Or as we like to call on this podcast, porn.
Fair. See you, buddy.
See you, boys.
Bye. Sorry, I had to go.
No,
there.
you're good.
Anyway, but yeah, he calls that shit off his head. Those guys get real technical, and I get fucking lost in headlights with it because.
Well, I think the knowledge is good because then it allows you to appreciate it more, right? So like I was.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I appreciate the knowledge, but at some point I'm like, oh my god, can we move the fuck on because this is boring.
I brought the Black Weller, the Red Weller, and the E.H. Taylor single barrel over to my father-in-law's house for New Year's, and I was like, hey, gentlemen. Like, I bought these bottles. I want us to enjoy them. I opened all of them. They're here in the studio now, but I opened all of them and enjoyed all of them with, like, my family members. I had one of my brother-in-laws, like, grab a Pepsi and, like, a thing of ice. And I'm like, hey, I love you.
But I will smack the fuck out of you.
I was like,
if you put Pepsi
you're
in
not
that.
mixing any of these whiskeys with that Pepsi.
No.
He's like, what do you mean? I was like, we have Maker's Mark. Go mix that.
Yeah,
the
or
$20
Jack
a bottle.
Daniels, yeah.
You're about to mix my $200 bottle of whiskey
Yeah,
with your fucking Pepsi. No, go fuck yourself.
You could put some ice in it if you want.
Yeah, that's what I told. That's exactly what I told him. I go ice or a sphere or a cube.
Yeah.
This is the acceptable one. Even if you wanted to dilute it a little bit with some
a couple
water,
drops of water.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
I get it.
But like, you're not mixing it with fucking Pepsi because what you're trying to do is
Fucking ruin the first thing. You're ruining the experience.
Yes.
You're ruining the experience of the fucking $200 bottle of whiskey.
I hate to be that guy, but call a spade a spade. When you mix your drink, what you're looking for is
You're looking to get fucked up.
You're
as
looking to
fast as
get
you can.
fucked up as fast as you can. Thank you. Thank you.
Because
You don't like alcohol,
I'll be the first
which
one,
is fine. Which
I'll
is
be the first
fine.
one to tell you. If I want to get fucked up, you know what I'm drinking? Jack and Coke.
I was gonna say Pabst Blue Ribbon.
No, I'm drinking Jack
Moonshine.
and Coke. If I want to go get
Yeah, and
shit-faced,
just fucking down
I'm
them.
fucking drinking Jack and Coke, and I'm getting hammered.
Yeah.
I don't drink.
By the way, same thing I do. Makers and Coke. Same thing I do.
Yeah, I don't drink anymore to get fucked up. I drink to. If I drink, I want to sit down and enjoy my drink.
But do you not enjoy? This is the problem with me and alcohol. This is why I have to limit myself. I agree with everything you said, but I also love getting fucked up.
Sometimes.
Not
Now,
like
don't
hangover.
get it twisted. On my birthday every year, I usually get shit faced, and my wife is like, "Yeah, you're an idiot." But I mean,
Once a year.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, for the most part, there's sometimes I'll get a buzz on. Like I've left Jimmy's a couple times. Like I probably shouldn't be driving, but
Allegedly.
no. But I mean, I enjoy trying different things, trying different bourbons, unless it's a fucking rye.
What kind of things? What kind of things?
You know, we'll see what happens after the
Ireland, bunch of guys
after
around you.
After we shut the
You're
lights,
not paying
the
for a single
cameras off.
shot.
Anyway, but yeah, I do enjoy trying different whiskeys and bourbons. Sometimes I get fucking lost in their jargon with Jesus Christ. I don't give a fuck who won what and who did this. Does it taste good? Yeah. Okay. Fucking great. Let's do this. If it tastes like shit, I don't want to drink it.
But don't you think that like the knowledge base then makes you a more intelligent consumer? Because like I think Jim Beam tastes great. To be honest with you, I think Jim Beam's fine. But like I'm not paying $50 a bottle for it
No.
because I know what goes into it. I know the process and everything like that.
But also in the same fact, would you pay $3,000 for a bottle of that?
The cast finishers?
No, the Heaven Hill 27.
You're asking someone who, I'm going to sound like a douche when I say this. You're asking people that can afford that. And if it's good enough, I will. Yeah, if it's good enough, I will.
I can't afford that. Now, would I buy it if I could afford it?
I'll tell you what I would have bought. I'll tell you what I would have bought after tasting it. If Jimmy would have sold me that Eagle Rare 17 for $3,000, I would have bought it there and then. I'm telling you right now.
Ever seen an Eagle Rare double rare?
No. No, but I'm telling you right now.
That was the Holy Grail.
That Eagle Rare 17 that we had on the last episode, if Jimmy would have turned to me and said, like, listen, I just popped the cork.
Yeah.
We had I'll sell this to you for $2,000. I would have wrote him a check. Jimmy,
you fucked up.
Is he trying to sell it?
No, he wasn't. I'm just kidding.
Okay. I would have bought it. I'd still buy it. Jimmy, if you're watching this, I'll buy that bottle from you. That was the best whiskey. I like this Jameson Crested, by the way. Don't get me wrong. But that was the best whiskey I've ever had in my life.
$24.
The Jameson Crested?
Yeah.
In Ireland?
Yeah.
So why can't we ship it here?
I don't know.
See, if you would have told me like $300 for that bottle, I would have bought it.
It's $24.
Okay, well, that was so fucking good.
Yeah. I fucking love
Jameson needs to like sell it everywhere.
Let's think about this. I haven't been to Ireland in 4 years, maybe.
Okay.
That's what I got left.
Doesn't this
savor that bottle.
Doesn't this only strengthen my argument for like being more intelligent in the name space?
No.
Because you could have sold me a $24 bottle for $300 and I'd have been like, look at me, guys.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right in that aspect. Absolutely. I get lost in it sometimes because it's the same jargon sometimes to me. Like I'm like, oh, I've heard this like 9 fucking times. But again, people that are watching probably haven't. I have because I'm part of the cast. I'm part of the and I also use it to fuck with them.
Yeah, well,
so, because I guess I'm the comedic relief, which I don't understand that one.
Well, I think you are the comedic relief, but that's not necessarily like an insult. But I would say, how much money do you think you've saved on not buying stupid bottles and stuff like that because of that?
I've saved a ton of money.
Well, I'm telling you, I've had bottles.
Like, some of the best bottles I've ever had are fucking cheap.
Yeah.
Cheap.
Yeah.
Like Old Granddad, 114. One of my favorite bottles. I got fucking 2 of them at the house. If Ryder, you're watching this, they're hid. Stay the fuck out of my shit.
I'll tell you what, I love Weller Black. It's about $150 to $200 a bottle. I like Weller Green.
Yeah.
That's like $40 a bottle.
$40, yeah. Well, I mean, again.
Buffalo Trace, like less sub 20 bottles. I think it's like $25 a bottle.
I can tell you right now, I have 4 fucking bottles of Buffalo Trace at my house.
Yeah.
At all times. I fucking love Buffalo
Jim
Trace.
Beam, I think it's sub $20 a bottle.
Yeah. I tell you what.
Jim Beam is my go-to for Beam and Coke, like at the house. Not that I drink at home.
What you need to try is Jack Daniel's Apple.
I don't like any of the...
I'm telling you right now.
I know, I'm sure...
When Jimmy Range says it was fucking good...
I know, but I'm sure it tastes great, but the problem is I don't like the artificial bullshit.
I understand that.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And like Crown Apple, I got a buddy who drinks Crown Apple exclusively. Like he's like, dude, this is so fucking good.
It is
I don't
good.
want to drink anything,
Like I said,
right?
it's not good.
But my problem is like...
The Crown Chocolate was good.
Call me a douche. I don't want to do this like... The reason I like whiskey is because I drink whiskey.
Because it tastes like fucking whiskey.
No, yes.
Because it tastes like fucking
I don't
whiskey.
want an overwhelming
It tastes
apple.
like burnt rubber and desperation.
No, it doesn't taste like burnt rubber. Yeah.
I'm just fucking...
I'll tell you what, that Jameson tasted like...
It's amazing.
Like smooth vanilla, honey. Like I was getting all these other things, right? And then when I had the Heaven Hill, I was like, Jesus. It's like I'm making out with a tree. But it makes sense because it's been aged for 27 fucking years.
That's aged, I believe this is only aged 3?
Yeah.
4 years maybe?
Probably why it's so smooth.
It's great.
Yeah,
Well, they also finish off their stuff in sherry cat.
But the problem is the taste, like, okay, what you're grading a whiskey on differs, right? Like, so like,
especially
in smooth, 10 out of 10. But in flavor, 1 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus the Haven Hill, the exact opposite. Smooth, yeah. You're not starting somebody off with that. If it's their first, if it's their first shot of whiskey,
you're popping someone's cherry, you're doing a Jameson, you're doing a Jack Daniels, you're doing
you're not going to Heaven Hill 27.
No. Because
you're gonna ruin them.
Well, you might not do that. You're just gonna ruin them. Who says they even fucking like it? And then
they're not going to. That's what I'm saying.
Then you're just wasting a bunch of fucking money.
I bought that Rip Van Winkle from Germany, and like I've been thinking about like the people that I want to, because I'm not like a whiskey steward.
What'd you get, a 10-year?
12.
12-year? Okay.
Oh, it's not here. No, that one's at the house.
I didn't know. I was just looking.
Yeah. Forgive me, every guest. You guys aren't getting a sip of that. You guys can have everything else though. I'm not cheap with my whiskey. If like
No, you.
I got $200
you got a
bottles.
fucking,
I got a good.
I don't think I've ever had that Jack Daniels.
Do you want to?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna
Yeah,
grab
go ahead.
one.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Here, grab me too. Yeah, pour me if you don't mind. Yeah, dude, I'm not. If I have it in the studio, anyone is welcome to it. You know what I mean? So like, I've never told anybody, no, you can't have that. You're not of a certain class or quality. But like, dude, I think my cap is like $1,000 bottle. And I know that I got it for a deal, but like that still retails for like 800 to a 900.
Yeah.
I love you guys. I'm not fucking giving people that. You know what I mean? Sorry.
I mean that's that. So again,
Maybe when I make more money, and then a brand is.
Only when you're doing
Cheers.
special, like those are for family members, special events. Like I have.
Damn, that's smooth. I forgot how
Have
good
you
that
had
was.
Have you had Sinatra blend?
I heard that the Sinatra is the best Jack
So
Daniels.
I have a bottle of that, and I have it hid at
I heard it's
somebody else's
phenomenal.
house. Next time you're at over there, we'll break it out. I was gonna go get
Have
it.
you already opened it?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, we've drank it.
Because I feel guilty
It's
when
at
you
Jimmy's
open
house.
it for
Well,
me.
it's at Jimmy's house. I was gonna go get it and bring it with me, but I was like, "Fuck, I ain't got time to go over to St. Peter's and all the way out here," you know. And I also live an hour
Crested
from
is
here.
pretty good.
So yeah. So I was like, "Oh fuck, I forgot I got my Crested. Let me grab that."
If they sold Crested here in the States,
that'd be my
damage.
everyday.
That'd be damage for me.
Yeah, it'd be. I'm also a big Jameson person. I fucking love
I
Jameson.
like Jameson too. I got the
All I
double-
can say is
double O.
if you ever go to Ireland, you have to spend at least 2 days there.
Have you done the Kentucky Mile here in the U.S.?
I've been to down there. I've never done the Kentucky Mile.
Oh, me and a buddy of mine who's also like, he's not a whiskey steward like Jeremy and Jimmy, but like he loves, me and him, I gotta be careful what I say. We frequent bars together and drink whiskey.
I like that.
Yeah, right? Not bad, right?
That's yeah. I'm a big Jack Daniels person. I
I
really
don't
Jack
like
Daniels.
I don't like generic. I don't like generic Jack, but like
I like generic Jack with Coke.
I don't like. That's the thing. If you have to mix it, then you don't like the whiskey.
No, it's not that. That's my go-to to
Oh.
get fucked up on. Is what I'm. That's what I'm saying. Like if I'm gonna drink generic Jack, I'm getting fucked up. There's a reason I'm drinking generic Jack or generic Jim Beam or.
Okay, I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying?
I
I'm
follow
going as
that
cheap
logic.
as I'm going. I'll go even one step further. I'll drink fucking rail whiskey. With
Well,
Coke.
that benchmark that Jeremy got me that one time.
Benchmark's good.
A benchmark is a rail whiskey.
Yeah.
And I thought it was phenomenal. I drank it neat.
I think
it was really good.
I'm pretty sure Benchmark's a.
All right, let me spitball some.
Sorry.
This is how we're gonna do this. I'm gonna spitball a couple to you, and then for everybody that made it this long to the podcast, if you're not into whiskey, forgive me. Thank you for the 2 hours that you spent with us. Redbreast, good, bad, 1 through 10. 1 through 10.
I'll go 7.
7. Why not 6? Why not 8?
Not something I go out of my way to find here in the States. It's kind of hard to find sometimes. I had it in Ireland at Jameson, and it was eh.
Yeah.
I think they have better products. Don't get me wrong, it was good, but it wasn't like, oh my God, I think this is better.
When you, that's fair. The fact that that's a $28 bottle, that's kind of like skews it. But like when you factor into the equation, like whether or not that 1 through 10, do you take into consideration cost? Because I
Yes,
do.
absolutely.
Like the reason I say Jim Beam is amazing
I'm
is
not a
because it
fucking-
is $18 or less a bottle.
You ask me all these shows and stuff why I work so much. I work so much because I fucking got to pay bills.
Yeah.
I'm not a rich person. I don't make a ton of money off these fucking shows, especially local shows. I pay for all my tape and gauze. I pay, the only promotion that pays for all that's Shamrock. Like everyone else, I pay for my own tape and gauze and all that shit.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
So like if you charge like $250 to $500 a show, you're also taking into consideration your travel, the gas, the tape, the gauze, the
epinephrine. Getting epinephrine right now. Well, it used to be a pain in the ass. We've alleviated that problem. So we have a company we use to get epi and all that shit now. So, but I mean, other than that, yeah. So yeah. Anyway, let's go back to that.
Sorry, Redbreast, 7 out of 10
would
because
say-
it's meh.
Yeah.
All right, Woodford Reserve.
I'm gonna give it a 2. I don't
Yeah.
like Woodford. I'm not a big Woodford fan.
I think it's great in an old fashioned,
Yeah. There you go.
but
Mixed.
alone, I'm not a
Yes,
fan
I'm
either.
not a fan. Yeah.
So I have it here, and there's some
I have a
guests
bottle
that,
at home I've never even opened.
there's some guests that go for it, and I'm like, have it, have fun. It's all yours. All right, Maker's Mark. regular, not the select. Because like here's the other thing too, right? And
There's
all
so
these,
many different fucking ones. You're
So
like,
when I'm saying a whiskey, I'm not talking about Woodford 12 year.
Yeah,
I'm talking about regular Woodford. You're going to Target. This is what you're seeing on the shelf. Yeah.
That's the thing is, I don't mind Maker's Mark. I kind of like Maker's Mark.
I do too.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
It's my go-to.
It's not my go-to.
It used to be Jameson.
See, like my go-to actually was Jameson Orange. Oh,
you like the fruited ones?
I love Jameson.
Really?
Orange. Jameson Orange, a tablespoon of cherry preserves, 2 ounces of lime juice, and top with Sprite, and you will be fucked up after the 3 drinks.
Really?
Because it just sneaks up on you. It's so good, dude. So good.
I don't know, man.
I'm telling you, next time you are on the show, we'll make sure we have some, and we'll get you make it. Well, I'll get that made. I'll have Jeremy make that drink.
I had a really good time last time. I'm not gonna lie to you,
dude. It was a blast last time.
We were also.
I think we should go to a four-man group.
Well, we were flirting with I remember Matt was telling me, he's like, "Hey, would you ever want to do the MMA Bourbon Society like in the studio here? Like, what we would do is like we would change the sign.
Whenever you guys want to do it,
we would bring in like a table or something like that." And I told Matt, like, "Sure, dude, that sounds fine to me." The problem is, sometimes you forget, like whenever you're trying to execute something, like the logistics of what you have. So like Jeremy right now has so much whiskey in such abundance at his house, and like obviously
Jimmy.
What I said, Jeremy.
Jeremy has a lot too.
Yeah. Well, Jeremy also brings in some bottles,
right.
But then Jimmy has such abundance at his house that like you can kind of sporadically do something. The problem with doing it here is unless we keep whiskey like on hand, like I have some, like I don't think my selection is terrible for a podcast. You know what I mean?
You've got fucking, I don't know, 20 bottles.
Yeah, 20 different ones. Yeah.
I mean, and
variety, Irish, bourbon, Kentucky.
Yeah, having a variety is not bad, dude. It's a good thing.
I also got some bottles of wine and stuff like that for people that don't like it. So next time I
need to bring over, or if I ever come back on here, I got this one. It's called Big Nose Kate.
Well, I got to have Jeremy on 6 times before you.
That is fine. I'm used to it. I'm the bottom of the barrel. It's all good. I'm good with it. I don't care. I don't need.
You're what we refer to as the neck pour.
It happens.
I'm messing with
you.
No,
I got this one called Big Nose Kate. Got it in New Mexico. I need to bring it and try. I haven't opened it yet.
Oh, you haven't opened it yet?
No, I haven't opened it. I haven't tried it yet.
Do you want to drink the Rip Van Winkle with us when we open it?
I don't care.
I was going to go do
I've
it.
had it.
I was going to do it at a cigar bar because I don't like... so originally I was going to invite people over to my house.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is I want to smoke cigars. What?
You owe us a dinner.
I owe you a dinner?
You owe us the fucking show a dinner. You even said, I'm going to take you guys out to dinner.
When?
I don't know. You said it on the fucking podcast. You were drunk. Yeah, you said it. I'm taking you guys out to dinner is what you told all 3 of us. Or all
really?
4 of us. Yeah. I was like, all right, whatever. Whenever
I gotta go back and watch that episode. Maybe I owe you guys some dinner. I'm pretty good about these things. Ask Adam.
It was pretty funny. I don't know if it was on. I don't know if it was on camera, but yeah.
I said I'm gonna what?
It's all good. Anyway.
But anyway, what I wanted to do was so the problem is I was gonna invite like a couple people, right? And number one,
who do you invite? That's the problem. It's like
no. I know who I'm gonna invite.
But you don't want
people that appreciate whiskey that'll enjoy it. Like if my mentality is if I open this bottle, we're gonna finish it that night. That's the one thing I do want.
Oh, okay. You're trying to get fucking. You're trying to have.
Well, no. If you have 10 people, you'll do a bottle easy.
Oh, yeah,
dude. Me and Jimmy Range did 3/4. Just us two.
I seen the fucking video.
He opened up a Midwinter's Night Dram at this podcast.
That bottle?
That was amazing.
That's a good bottle.
That's the problem. We did 3/4 of it, and by the end of it, I go, "You good to drive?"
Have you had Penelope yet?
No.
You need to try
good?
Penelope. Yeah, try Penelope toasted. It's reasonable priced. It's pretty good.
You want to know what was gifted to me today? A White Weller, the CYPB.
Oh fuck you.
Amazing.
Fuck you. Who'd you go to get that?
Amazing. A client of mine. Amazing.
Client.
I had it.
Client.
Yeah. He's got big hands. Strong
Is he gentle?
No, but it was the first time I've had it. So the one Weller now that I can say that I have not had is orange and blue. The 2 Wellers that I have not had.
I don't think I've had orange.
Yeah, I've never had orange.
I've had CYPB and it's fucking amazing.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. I love black.
It ranks up there.
If you like Weller Black, it's just better. It's a Weller Black, but better. Yeah. It's more smooth and more flavorful.
We should have brought you with us to the St. Louis Bourbon Society on Saturday.
They had some shit out there,
dude.
By the way, I got. Why is it that you guys only have a 12-minute episode? Is that the only episode?
Yeah, it was just we just did a small interview with him.
Oh, you guys should have done a better.
We're gonna do.
We're going.
Do
you have a longer one?
No, not yet. We're
Okay.
going to. It was just spur of the moment.
Impromptu.
We had our handheld shit with us. You know.
Oh, so you weren't even planning on recording it?
No, not really. We were Jimmy's wife had bought a tour or an experience there at a charity,
And she had a great time.
no, she didn't go. It was just me, Jimmy. She bought it for us. So it was me, Jimmy, Jeremy, and
God
and
bless
Matt.
Miss Range.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was me, Jimmy, Jeremy, and Matt. Really cool place. I like what they do. I had a bourbon that tasted like fucking wedding cake.
Yeah. That's what it was on the interview.
Oh my god!
But is that a good?
It was so fucking good. It was so good.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't like, oh my god, this takes exactly. I mean, you could taste it. I mean, it was so fucking good, dude. It really was good.
You would have done damage with it.
Yeah. If I wasn't feeling like shit because I had taken my meds before.
What was the bottle?
Honestly, I don't even remember.
You took a sip of it and you're just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it was one of those fruity drinks, like what I'm talking about.
No,
Like,
it was a straight out. I mean, straight out the fucking bottle. I mean, it was.
yeah, okay. I can get Crown Apple straight out of the bottle.
It was made, and they told me where to get it.
I'm gonna sound like such a douche when people watch this. They're gonna be like, "Oh, Arion." Yeah, I am.
I mean,
I'm that guy.
Here's the deal: you like what you like.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Well, the reason I got into it is because of all the variables that I'm expressing within this podcast.
I'm telling you right now, if you tried that, you'd be like, okay, I gotta have
if you
a bottle.
dilute this whiskey with like this artificial bullshit, then just go
I don't
drink
know
a
if
mixed
it's
drink.
I don't know if it's artificial.
Yeah. Well, I want to
don't
lead
know.
to believe that it is. How do you get it to taste like wedding
I
cake?
fucking don't know. It was, dude.
Everything else is so singular. Walnut,
It was
cherry.
so good. Well, but here's the thing: it's like Jeremy's whiskey.
Walnut
love
and
it.
cinnamon.
I can't stand the taste of walnut, and that's all I taste when I drink it.
Really?
That's all I taste.
I get a lot of the cinnamon. I'll tell you what his whiskey is really good with, an
Try
old
the
fashioned.
banana, the fucking. Oh yeah, no. In old fashioned, I love it because I can't
it's
taste the
strong,
walnut.
yeah.
I can't taste the walnut. But the one he was trying to develop was the banana. Holy fuck!
That good?
It was real banana. It wasn't no fake shit. It was real banana.
Okay.
He was blending it into the whiskey, and we was doing samples trying to figure it out. I got that's
Oh, he was trying to like experiment with
top 5 drunkest I've ever been. It was bad. I was like, oh, this is really good.
you. For some reason, the 20th shot tastes really good.
Yeah. Wow, I don't taste anything.
You're the test subject.
Yeah, I'm the
Did
village
he
idiot.
ever? I don't know if he came out with that. Did he? Ever
He didn't come
out
out with it. It's the shelf life with it
with because of the
because
banana.
it's real. Because it's got real banana in it, not the artificial flavoring. So it's one of those things you just kind of got to go with. Anyway.
All right, so we did Redbreast 7 out of 10, Woodford Reserve 2 out of 10, Maker's Mark 8 out of 10, Jameson, just straight up Jameson,
10.
not 10.
I fucking love Jameson.
Jameson off
I
the
don't give a fuck.
10
I
out of
love
10.
Jameson. I like Jameson not just because of the.
Yeah, but 10 out of 10 means it's on the same level as like the E.H. Taylor.
I don't give a fuck. It is to me.
That makes no sense to me.
Why does it make no sense? So let me
not on the
explain.
same level.
Let me explain this
Go
to
ahead.
me. One, I like it. One for the experience I had in Ireland with them.
Okay, anecdotal.
And if you ever, yeah, but you kind of got to put that in. It's like, oh, I really like this. I need to support this more.
I'm with you.
Okay, it's
Okay,
one of those
I'll
things.
vibe with that.
I think that they have a very consistent product,
I will also agree with that.
and every bottle I get tastes exactly the same.
That's actually something that the average person does not understand is that like whiskey is not made
no,
like quote
it's
unquote
not.
in mass if it's within the barrels.
Right.
So like when we talk about the consistency of a whiskey, it's actually very difficult to do that because you're doing that in mass. You're having hundreds of thousands of barrels.
Look at Proper 12. You have one bottle that tastes
yeah,
great,
yeah,
and you
yeah,
have
yeah.
one bottle that's like,
Yeah, but
holy
the
fuck.
problem with that is like they're speed aging it. They're not even really aging it in cask barrels. They're just running it down wood.
I understand that.
By the way, shocker for some people when they say like, "Oh, we've aged this 5 years and the company's existed for 1."
Yeah. But anyway, reason I give it a 10 is because of, one, the consistency, 2, the experience I had in Ireland at Jameson. The lines that they offer, not just with the crested, not with just the orange, but I like the original, I like the black, I like the coffee, and I don't even drink
I got
coffee.
the black. I like the black more than I like the original.
Yeah, and that's up to you. That's the cash
Okay,
things, right?
so if
Yeah.
Jameson's 10 out of 10, Elijah Craig. I'd surprise you on this one.
Elijah Craig to me, it's probably a fucking 7.
Dude, I said 4.
Did you say 4?
4
I was
out of
kind
10.
of. I was kind of. I do.
4. I think it's garbage.
Depending on what you get.
It gives me heartburn.
Okay.
It's the only whiskey that gives me heartburn.
It's like Jeremy can't drink fucking Makers because it fucks him up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, then maybe this is anecdotal. Maybe Elijah Craig's amazing, and I'm just the one. I drink a bunch of whiskey. I'll do it neat, on the rocks, whatever.
Yeah.
It's the one whiskey that I cannot drink
yeah.
and eat.
Well, it's like with me, I can't drink vodka.
At all?
Vodka and, fuck, what's that nasty shit? It tastes like cough medicine. God damn it.
Not gin?
No.
Tequila?
Some stupid. Oh, I definitely can't do tequila. But
Man, you're limited.
God damn it, I got shit faced on it.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Birthday, and I have not been able to smell
I'll say
it
this.
since.
I'll say this.
Jägermeister.
Jaeger is awful. I agree.
I know.
You want to know who's got the shot down to a T, to a science? The Mexicans.
Oh,
Tequila with the salt and the lime. I don't know who invented that.
Yeah.
A Renaissance man of genius proportions.
My problem with tequila is it makes me want to fight.
That sounds like a great opportunity.
Not when you don't need to fight.
I never understood that the delineation of inebriation based on the alcohol. For me, a buzz is a buzz.
So I got really drunk off vodka one night and
Okay.
got sick. So I can't, and that's the same
So
thing
vodka,
with Jägermeister.
okay.
I
It
can't.
makes you upset.
Yeah, it just like even the smell. But tequila, I won't drink it because I just want to fight. I want to fight. Whiskey makes me happy.
All alcohol
get
makes
it.
me happy.
I'm weird that way.
Really?
Yeah. The
Interesting.
whiskey, I just when I drink whiskey, it makes me want to relax, sit down, chill out, enjoy it.
I get into an argument with these people that smoke a lot of weed. It's not that I'm like, anti-weed or whatever. I've had people on the podcast that like work for weed companies. But the reason why I choose alcohol above that is like no matter what the alcohol is, I'm getting the same experience out of it in the sense of outcome. Like the inputs are not the same, but the output is. So like whether I'm drinking whiskey versus vodka, I'm gonna have the difference of the variance of the alcohol in the input.
Right.
But the output is I'm buzzed, I'm feeling great, I want to dance, I'm gonna hug everybody. Let's go to dinner, guys. Maybe I did say that.
And the only time I'm ever like want to fight everybody is when I drink vodka.
I don't get that with
or not vodka, tequila.
I don't get that with tequila.
It's the only thing.
I get drunk. I get drunk.
I mean, I don't know what it is about tequila. It's
Interesting.
Just,
I'll tell you what it is.
I get very aggressive. And that's why I don't drink it no more.
So with marijuana, whenever I did consume, like, dude, the reason why I don't smoke weed, consume weed, ingest weed is because I'm just so fucking useless. Like
So I can.
I want to be careful how I say this. I can consume alcohol and still function. I cannot do that with marijuana.
I can understand that. So I hadn't touched marijuana since I was 17 years old until I had my first hip replacement in 2020. And I ate edibles.
In replacement of what? The painkillers?
In replacement of the painkillers. One, painkillers constipate me real bad. Always have. And they will.
It'd be
And
like
two,
that?
it's not that I have no addiction issue other than tobacco. Like I chew a lot.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I'm a big tobacco chewer. But I don't want to have that issue at all. Maybe with like because they issued me Oxycontin and shit. And honestly, I didn't really have a ton of pain with my hips because I've had them both replaced. But like it wasn't that bad.
I'll tell you this right now. The addiction to painkillers did not make any sense to me. I went to Mercy Healthcare, I want to say 8 years ago, for stomach ulcers from mercury poisoning from sushi. I know. It's there's a layer to this onion.
Another reason I don't eat sushi.
I got sushi. I got mercury poisoning from the sushi, which tore lines in my stomach.
Yeah.
So then my stomach acid was like, I literally could not fall asleep. So I went to the ER and I was like, listen, whatever you guys can give me to prevent this pain so I can sleep. I had to call off work the next day. It was awful. It was like a whole experience. So they gave me morphine. Realized that morphine is one chemical away from heroin.
Yeah.
Now I realize the heroin epidemic.
I've had Dilaudid. I had a bulging disc in my neck, and I couldn't fucking move, couldn't sleep, couldn't nothing. I had to go to the emergency room, and they're like, "Oh, I mean, it was bad. I was up for like 2 or 3 days.
You couldn't sleep.
I couldn't sleep. I was in so much fucking pain. So I finally was like, fuck it, I'm going to the emergency room. So I go to the emergency room, and this chick hits me with some Dilaudid in both ass cheeks. And I was like, within 10 minutes, I was like, oh,
This is
all right.
amazing.
I drove myself there. I'm like, how the fuck am I driving home?
That's crazy.
I'm like,
I'll do you one solid too.
Fuck,
They put me on morphine, and then within it, like I slept sound as a baby for 8 hours.
Yeah.
And when they gave me morphine, that was the first time I realized how much my body ached. That was the first time I realized, like, oh, I'm just in pain all the time. That I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Spoiler warning. So they gave me morphine, and I asked her, I was like, dude, this is amazing. What is this? They go, we gave you morphine. I go, oh my God, can I get a prescription for this? Like, I would like some morphine for whenever I'm hurting from the gym. And the nurse, to her credit, like laughed at me. She's like, you can't buy this stuff. I go, and then I asked her, I go, what is the closest thing to morphine? She's like, heroin. Yep. And I was like, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Well, it's like,
I get it.
So
then they gave me oxycodone.
Yeah.
For the painkillers leaving. So first of all, I was still probably like high off the morphine.
So there's your opioid addiction right there.
I'll tell you this right now. I took one of the oxys, 10 milligram oxy. So I got home.
Think about it. That's only 10 milligrams.
I know. That's the point of this.
Yeah.
So I got home and I called my boss and I was like, hey, I'm not going to come into work today. I'm going to take a PTO day. He's like, totally cool. I understand. Whatever. I took an oxy and I slept for 16 hours.
Oh, yeah.
I was KO'd for 16 hours. One of the best sleeps to this day that I could remember and I could acknowledge. And the very first thing I did when I woke up at like 4 a.m. because I took it at like 8 a.m. and I slept for 16 hours. So I woke up like in the middle of the night. I took that bottle, and you're not supposed to do this. So let me say that. You're not supposed to take prescription medicine and throw it in your toilet because it mixes with the water supply and it doesn't filter out. So forgive me.
You can go to Walgreens
supposed
and there's packs you can buy.
Yes, you're supposed to get a pack that you do it and then you throw it away. So forgive me.
That's what we did with my oxy.
I was ignorant at the time. I'm saying this to educate, but I dumped the rest of the prescription in the toilet because I didn't trust myself.
Well,
I said to myself, "This is dangerous. I don't trust myself with this, and if I take one more, I think I'll be a."
You could be and that was my whole thought
the
process.
The opioid epidemic and the heroin epidemic together made sense to me
thing.
in one night.
So whenever I had my second hip replaced, which is my left hip back, well, it'll be 2 years in April. I think I took one oxy, and again, like you, I
10 milligram.
I don't remember what milligram, but it was one oxy, and I'm like, slept for 16 hours. Shit. I'm like, yeah, no, we're done with these.
That's exactly what I said.
Let me get the fucking weed gummies out. And honestly,
I didn't do weed. Forgive me. I just didn't trust myself with the oxys.
And the reason I did the weed is, it helped me sleep. Not like that, but it helped me sleep. And I didn't have the aches and pains that I was having. Because I don't like taking Vicodin because I don't give a fuck what strength Vicodin you have. I have to take 2. I have a really high tolerance for drugs. I always have. And that's what scared me with the oxy. Because I had one, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good with this bullshit.
That's potent.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm good.
I'm the exact opposite. I'm I don't have a tolerance for drugs. Because I never use antibiotics, but because I never use any of these things, whenever I do use them,
I don't either.
They work like...
I'm bitching because I got to take fucking 1,000 milligrams of metformin every day right now because I'm on, because I'm...
1,000 milligrams sounds like a lot.
And well, it's not even, my sugar level still isn't down. I fucking changed my diet.
The beatus.
I got the beatus. Anyway, no, so I'm taking 1,000 milligrams of metformin. This was a 10 milligram, and again, it's a painkiller. I understand. It's 2 totally different things. But I still have to take like 800 milligrams of ibuprofen for a headache.
Yeah, but 800 milligrams is what, 2 pills?
No, 4.
No, it's not.
Ibuprofen?
I get the extra strength Tylenol. It's 500 milligrams.
Oh, see, I don't have
I'll pop 3 of those bad boys.
I don't have none of that shit. So,
maybe I'm a drug addict. I just don't know it.
Yeah, you're an addict.
I'll tell you one thing.
Whenever
so I 2 things that I've noticed that from my line of work is, number 1, my vision is failing me.
Yeah. I got glasses now.
I'm going to 100% I'm going to need glasses. And number 2, I'm not getting migraines, but I am getting headaches, and I'm starting to resort to over-the-counter stuff. Yeah. So I don't think it's that bad. But
Is it neck issues, or is it
no,
is it
coming from? It is.
I have a lot of neck issues.
I'm looking at small numbers all day, every day, and it gets to the point.
I'm the same way.
And the problem is, I'll tell you the problem. If I wanted to take a shot of vodka, I bet you it would reduce the headaches as well. But the problem is, I never want to put myself in a position where I'm relying on alcohol.
No.
I want to exclusively drink socially.
Yeah.
I never want to get to the point where alcohol is now an inhibition for my lifestyle.
Well, as long as you're not drinking out of aluminum cans, you're good. I'm just fucking.
Yeah.
It was a joke that an old fighter used to say. He's passed now. Duddy. Only alcoholics drink.
Cans.
Yeah, I heard cans.
Yeah, I guess. The tall boys. That makes sense to me now. It took me a second.
But it's a Granite City joke, I guess. Anyway, but yeah, no. With that being said,
here's the honest actually truth. I grew up in the DARE era. The I won't do drugs. Whatever.
I was at the very beginning of that era.
Okay, so I was like at the end. We all failed the DARE lion. But what I'm trying to say with this is, like, I now at 33 years of age can fully acknowledge the impact and the exuberance and the joys that I get from drugs. I don't shy from them, but what I do is I limit myself either artificially or intentionally.
Well, so here's the thing.
Which could be the same thing.
With you saying that, like with me, I don't have to do alcohol or weed or any of that shit.
Yeah, but you smoke. You don't smoke, but you chew.
Nicotine. That's what I was
nicotine is your drug.
Exactly. That's what I was getting at. I can't go 2 hours without having nicotine.
Have you tried those just nicotine pouches without the tobacco?
Yeah, I've tried that. It tastes like shit.
Yeah, but doesn't not the same.
Well, and they're hard to get.
No, they're not.
Where the fuck you get them? Because I can't find them
online.
Yeah, exactly. I have to fucking order them. I can't go up to the gas. I can't go up to the gas station and get a fucking sleeve of them.
Every gas station in the world
has nicotine pouches. Bro, you can stop by Wally's across the street.
Oh, I don't like that fucking Zen bullshit. That shit's for
Alpine.
What the fuck's Alpine?
It's a Tucker Carlson company.
Yeah, never heard of it.
They're in gas stations.
If I'm gonna do that, I might as well just fucking.
You're just a time away.
I'm gonna chew the fucking chew.
Well, at 50.
Mama didn't raise no quitter. No one likes a quitter. How about that?
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I'm also a hypocrite, though, because at the same time that I say all these things, like, I'm fully aware that one of the things that's going to happen from this podcast is my daughter, whenever I die, my daughter will have, like, a library of conversations that I've had.
And
Trust me. It's not lost on me.
But here's the thing. It's
and
not a
she
bad
might
thing.
listen to this one day. Let me just say this. It took me 33 years to realize that drugs can amplify my life. Let me take a step back. What is the difference between
saying limitless? I'm just kidding.
No, what is the difference between a drug addict and a functional person? What is the difference?
I don't even want to touch that one.
Both of them do drugs.
Right.
But what is the difference?
One goes to work, one doesn't.
No. The one that can go to work realizes that drugs should amplify life while the addict dilutes life. If you're taking drugs because you're trying to dilute the pain, the whatever, then you're going to be a drug addict, because now what you're doing is life is so hard for you, you can't withstand the trials and tribulations of every day, that you have to mask it, that you have to dilute it. That's the drug addict. The only difference between the guy that's doing heroin in the garage and the person that's doing coke at a party is because the guy that's doing coke at the party is doing to amplify life. I'm having a good time. I want to have a better time. I'm not upset with life. I'm not upset with where I'm at. I'm not upset with any of these things. I want more. I want more joy. I want more whatever. It could be marijuana too. Like it doesn't have to be a difference of drugs. Like you could smoke weed because you don't want to go to work, and you could smoke weed because you just got back from work and man, I had a great day and I'm just trying to chill. Same drug, completely different reasons for wanting to do it. So like, when I talk to kids nowadays, it's not like I'm talking to them about drugs. I need to be completely, hey kids, morphine, heroin's the shit. Anyway, I'm not saying that.
We went around a really fucked up road.
But what I'm trying to tell them is like, I don't prescribe sobriety to them anymore. It's the same way I deal with like sex and everything else. I know that you guys are going to experiment and do stupid shit. My whole thing now is education. My whole thing is education. Yeah. This is what this will do. This is how you will react. This is what the outcome will be. This is why you should or should not do it.
I'm laughing and I shouldn't be laughing. But the only thing I can think of is Bert Kreischer telling his daughter first day at college, take half, give it 30 minutes, and if you feel okay, take the other half. That's all I can think of for some reason.
It's a fucking roller coaster.
I was just like, oh my God, that's actually kind of funny. Anyway. But no, I mean, other than that, yeah, dude, let's pass on that one. I don't even have a comment for that. I'm good on that. On that
yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Listen, we've been at this for 2.5 hours.
Have we really? Jesus Christ, it doesn't feel that long.
Dude, when we were doing the podcast last, and you guys were like, "Oh, we went an hour and a half," all I could think to myself was like, "Dude, we were just getting started."
Oh, I could.
Can I give you guys?
Sometimes it's like
I did this to Jimmy.
Go,
I did this to Jimmy, and I'm going to do this to you guys. Don't put a cap on it. Just go.
It's the problem until
you feel like it shouldn't go anymore.
But the problem is Jeremy's from the old school of radio. It's an hour. It's an hour. It's an hour. We got to do an hour.
Fuck that.
There's sometimes I'm sitting there, I'm like, no, I got more to fucking say.
Yeah.
Like, I got more shit I want to get out, even if it's just me talking shit the whole time.
Well, you can't get, dude, you guys do like 3 or 4 different things, and all 3 or 4, like the sip, sink, and save, the, is it worth it?
Or
like
fresh
like,
pours.
like, take your time.
Yeah.
Take your time.
It feels rough
And then you guys
sometimes.
also do current events. I said this with with Jimmy, and like you guys gave Jimmy shit because I get it, the banter and all that. But like, I'll say this. I think you guys are onto something. I do. Because my time is very limited and I value it extremely well. And I will take the time to watch your show. And I don't watch a whole lot of shows.
That's fair. Thank you.
You know what I mean? So like I see the value in it. And my only complaint is there's not enough of it.
Of the banter?
Yeah, like do more.
Yeah.
10 minutes for every section. 10 minutes for every section. Now you're an hour and a half.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't bother me to go an hour and a half. I don't give a shit. My whole thing is, like I said, there's sometimes I can't get my thoughts out.
Whenever Jeremy tells you he can't do more than an hour, both of his episodes with me were more than an hour.
I know.
That's my critique,
Well,
Jeremy.
he's not saying, no, I'm not saying he can't do more now.
He can. If there's anything I know about Jeremy, he lasts.
It's not what I hear. But anyway.
2-3 hours.
But anyway, no, it is what it is. So, I
like the show. I think we had a lot of fun. And
I had
think
a blast.
that you guys,
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
The stunt drinker was amazing.
Yeah, it helped that we had a fantastic, and shout out to Jimmy.
Nice Christmas.
Yeah, he's got a phenomenal selection, all these other things.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
the show. I think it's funny.
That's good. I'm glad that you guys like it. I don't like it. I think it's a piece of shit, but that's just me. I mean, those guys are fucking hacks. I mean, I'm the real talent here. Let's get it honest.
How'd you guys decide to do it?
Fuck you, Jimmy, and fuck you, Jeremy. No.
How'd you guys decide to do it? Because
we were at the Whisky Ring.
Yeah.
On Cherokee, just fucking off one night, being stupid. And we're like, I just got done building my Jeep. I built a Wrangler, and I just put a lift kit on it.
That's the gayest thing you've said all this conversation.
I mean, wait till I show you.
I
later.
just got done
wait till the
building
cameras
my
come off.
Jeep.
Yeah, I had to do
We
something.
were drinking in Ireland, a bunch of shots we didn't pay for. There was a bunch of guys around me,
No,
and I blacked out.
not shots.
That
Like-
was less homosexual than we just got done building a Jeep.
It was just me and my homie Simon. We didn't pay for anything.
Shout
Not
out
one drink.
Simon.
It was crazy. Anyway, so no, I think we were down at the Whisky Ring, and Jeremy's like, let's see how many likes we get if we just post
some
something up.
shit.
Yeah. So he posted some shit up, and it was like within like an hour, we had like 150 likes. I'm like, oh, okay.
There's something here.
Yeah, there's something here. Let's fuck off and let's see what happens. Like our first show was at a dining room table during COVID, and
It's fucking around.
holding handheld mics, just shitty lighting, and it was just like, oh, okay, this is kind of fun. And a lot of the problem is I've been having a lot of, I suffer from depression, if you haven't figured that out yet. I have very, very, very bad seasonal depression. Like this time of year fucking kills me. I hate not seeing the sun. So I get down on myself. I get down on a lot of things. I get in my head too much, and that's why we don't do some of the shows, because I need a break. And
Does the show not provide you that?
It helps
that
sometimes.
positive?
No, sometimes it helps. And
Okay.
sometimes it's like I don't want to fucking drive all the way over to Jimmy's house, because I just drove to Springfield, Illinois, and back, and fucking Fenton and back, and because
You're not feeling it.
I just don't want to fucking leave the house. Like I just want to be left the fuck alone. I want to do nothing and veg out, watch TV.
Is that depression or is that fatigue?
I'm feeling better than I used to.
Okay.
I found out I had diabetes. I was vitamin D deficient. I was a couple other things deficient. So doctor's working on that. I got another checkup in a few weeks to test my diabetes. I can't help it. That's funny. But yeah,
Beatus.
it's little things like that. I have a lot of, I put a lot of pressure on myself on certain things, like especially being a cut man. Like I expect me to be the fucking at all times on point.
Perfect.
Like I can't be, I expect to be perfect at all fucking times, especially doing that job. I love doing the job. I'm okay at it, I think. But I enjoy it. I love it. And it's like, it's something I didn't realize I would be good at. You know what I'm saying? It's like, kind of found my niche.
Yeah, but doesn't that bring you joy?
It does.
I don't get the seasonal depression. I don't get the depression. I'm going back to that. Forgive me. You told me, you said a comment. You made a statement. You said, I suffer from depression.
Yeah. My dad
But
suffers from it.
But everything you just told me is like, I want to be perfect at Cutman.
I do.
Sometimes
But I
after
put the
work,
pressure
I
on
don't
me,
feel
and
like
then when
doing
I
a
don't,
podcast.
But in my mind, I don't. So then it gets me down, and then I start
I don't think
fucking
that's
dwelling
depression.
on
I
it.
think that's your conscience.
No, I don't have a conscience. I don't have one of those.
That's not true.
I'm just fucking with
Yeah,
you.
it's
No,
not
no, but no. I'm just saying is like there's just days I wake up and I just like I don't.
You're not feeling it.
Yeah, I don't want to move. I don't want to do nothing.
But you still
I need
do,
the sun
right?
out. No, there's days
You stay home?
Yeah, I won't leave the bed. I won't leave my house. I won't leave the bed.
But you just told me. Oh,
It's
you
not.
just told me earlier in this conversation.
I am
that-
a bust ass person.
Yeah. Okay.
But then I get on those days, and Jeremy and them will tell you. I get in those days, and like Jeremy and Jimmy, they know a lot.
Okay. And by the way, I'm not by any means trying to like.
Yeah.
I'm not a psychologist.
Right.
I'm not trying to diagnose you.
And you're right. It might not be depression. It might just be fucking fatigue. And I'm just
Because like when you say things like that, I'm like, yeah, dude. I can't tell you how many times like I've had podcasts where like I set them up.
Yeah.
And that day at work, or maybe I had to coach or whatever, I'm like, dude, I got reamed today. And you, by the way, guys, I'm telling you this right now, there's a direct correlation to poor episodes in that day. Like I'm human, I'm inconsistent, and so are the variables in my day. But one of the things I still force myself to do is I made an obligation, I'm gonna go take it. And the reason I do that is because the slippery slope of withholding from obligations is like a snowball rolling downhill. It'll only pick up. Because if you do it once, you'll think like, well, I did it once, I could do it twice. If you do it twice, well, what's the third time? Before you know it, you feel like this is acceptable.
Yeah.
I made an obligation, I'm supposed to go do something, but you know what? I'm tired. I don't fucking feel like it. The problem is I feel like, and I'm not trying to like, I am by no means trying to like shame or attack. That's not what I'm trying to do.
No.
What
I'm
I
trying
am-
to figure it out. I get it.
What I am trying to say is like I've had those moments as well.
Yeah.
Now it seems like the difference between you and I has been like I will then still do it where you feel strong enough in these feelings to then not. Even though you'll make comments of saying like I love to work. I find purpose in work. These are things you've said in this conversation tonight.
And I do. But then
Okay.
there's those days it's like I ain't leaving. I ain't doing shit. Fuck it. I don't want to be I don't want to do
I don't know if that's
nothing.
depression or if that's rebelliousness or if that's what. Is it because like fuck you, I don't want to and no one can make me do it?
No,
Because I feel that sometimes.
I don't think it's that. I think it's the sun's not out. It's gloomy. It's
You
nasty.
take vitamin D pills.
And I have been.
Okay.
And it's gotten a
Does
little
it
bit
help?
better. It's gotten a little bit better.
Okay.
I mean, it's only been a
Drink
month.
more milk.
I drink a lot of milk. I do. I like milk. Anyway, it's not just that. There's other personal things in my life that I won't talk about here. That no one needs to know about.
Yeah, I
It's
feel
none
you.
of
I
their
feel
fucking
you.
business.
Forgive me.
No, you're good. But it's stress. The stress turns into, I think, pressure or depression. Maybe, I've never been clinically diagnosed. I refuse to go see a fucking psychiatrist. I'm an old fucking dickhead that's not going to take it or listen to it. But I feel like sometimes it's depression.
The problem with self-diagnosis, though, is it is also a catalyst for giving yourself a Trojan horse. Meaning, like, oh, you'll say, like, I haven't gone to get clinically prescribed or treated or whatever. I think I'm depressed, and then that will be the cascading effect of like other actions that you think are acceptable because of the self-diagnosis. Does that make sense? What I'm trying to say?
I get what you're saying. And my thought is, and it might be just I'm fucking exhausted, and I just need to recharge because I do.
And by the way,
I travel a lot.
and by the way, it could also be that you are depressed.
Yeah.
I am not trying to say either
no,
or.
no.
I guess what I'm just trying to say though is
Fuck
like
you, Aaron. No, I'm sleeping.
some of the things that I hear you say are some of the things that like I've experienced and I've said to myself, and I've never once thought of myself as depressed. I'm overworked, or I'm stressed, or I'm tired.
I feel like I'm not
depressed.
I feel like depression sometimes, but again, I could be overworked because fuck, when I'm rolling hard, I'm 6 days a week and a day of travel
it's
here,
the
a day of there.
grind,
It's
literally.
like sitting in a fucking airport. You're like, oh my god, I don't want to fucking go anywhere. Like, and I haven't really went anywhere in the past few weeks. since I've been off. It's been kind of great. I've been playing Xbox and doing nothing.
That's a slippery slope. Mediocrity is the greatest drug. Like lazy, doing nothing. The problem with that is it feels so good.
Well, and then also
It's
on top,
greater than morphine. It's greater than heroin. It's greater than all the drugs that we talk about. It's greater than alcohol. Yes, it is. You want to know how many people that I know think that they're better than me because they don't drink or any of these other things. But you want to know how many people will never work as hard as I work because they enjoy being lazy. They enjoy the couch. They enjoy their TV show. The only difference between me and them is that like I acknowledge my flaws and I'll overcome them while they will sit there and wallow in their dopamine hits from their screen.
yeah. And that's
I'm
how
a better
people are.
person because I didn't go out drinking tonight.
Who gives
Suck
a
my
fuck?
dick.
Yeah, I worked fucking a 16-hour shift and went and had a fucking beer.
Drink, exactly.
I went and, went and had dinner with my family or went and did
And
this.
I'm not saying that I'm better than them.
No.
But what I am saying is...
I don't like the holier than thou fucking people. And then I'm not saying like religion-wise. I'm saying the people that think they're fucking better than somebody else. Fuck off with that bullshit. Every one of us put one leg on, our pants on one leg at a time if I can fucking speak. But, I don't know. I mean, again, I do like to work. I have some of the greatest bosses, people I work with. It's fun. I do enjoy my jobs. But, again, like you might be right. I might just be fucking exhausted.
And you're just like, I want a day off.
Yeah.
Fuck off. I'll see you tomorrow.
I know there's days I'm fucking tired of driving.
Then don't do it. Do something else.
Yeah, I know. But
It's easy for me to say.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little fucking locked in at this point. I'm not going to go back to school or anything right now.
No, but here's what I will also say. I think that the majority of jobs don't require higher education. They require network and opportunities. I also think that the majority of people think that there's a correlation between degrees and intelligence that doesn't necessarily exist. And I'll also say that anybody who truly understands their field can teach their field to anybody. I can teach you how to do my job in a week. And anybody who says anything different doesn't understand their job.
You're in finance, right?
Finance, IT, IS, sales.
I was actually...
I can teach you how to do my job in a
I had started
week.
going back to school for IT, and then I got a different job and started getting really
Why are you
busy.
going to school for IT? Don't you know people that can hire you? Get on the job training. Just do the job.
I mean, I'm sure if they could afford to pay me, I'm not cheap. I'm fucking with it. Anyway. I thought you'd get a kick out of that one. So
I think...
Are you done?
I had an absolute...
Hey, I sell my services to the highest bidder at fucking fight shows. I'm just saying. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I appreciate you being on. I hope this was fun.
It was a good time, dude. I mean, I won't be
Did it
on for another
surprise you?
5 years. No, it was great. It was a good time.
Did
Again,
time fly by?
yeah, it's
for
like,
me.
what the fuck? 3 hours?
2
now?
hours, 40 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh. And we didn't even touch half the shit we were going to talk about.
How much stuff did you want to talk about?
Well, it's just like we didn't get into any of our fucking CMMA days, really. We didn't get into...
The problem with that stuff is, here's the
It's
problem.
like me and you know it.
Yes.
It's like a small niche.
It's so difficult to try to express to people anecdotal, close-knit ties that they wouldn't understand because they weren't there.
Yeah.
And I'm sure
That's the
it's
only
the same
gym
way.
I've been to that I felt like I had a family. And I hate saying that. Like, all the other gyms are great, but like...
Every gym I've been to, I felt that. Every gym I've
Have
been
you?
to. At Wolves Den, at St. Charles in May, at CMAA.
Well, see, me and Steve...
Except for Finney's, actually. Finney's was, in a lot of ways, Finney's was the best gym for me because it was so commercial.
Good.
It was so
There's
commercial.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and it was exactly what I needed when I needed it. But I will also say that family, the familiar mentality is both a gift and a curse.
It is. Like, me and Steve were real close. I haven't talked to Steve in shit. Probably
You should reach out to him.
A couple few years. I will here soon.
Send him a text. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, I
Hope
talk to
you're
him
doing
every
well.
once in a while. And then, like, me and Jordan are still close. Me and Aaron Brown talk.
I should have him on the podcast, too, and Sal.
Yeah, so definitely Sal. Sal, I Snapchat fucking food to me constantly. It's fucking hilarious. But I haven't seen Ray Grindstaff in years. Ron worked for me for a while. He was a good dude. I always like Ron. John McLaughlin.
Yeah.
I see. Man, who was? God damn it! What was that kid's name?
By the way, it would be without reminiscence to say,
Yeah.
rest in peace, Jay D'Amato.
Yes,
Thank you for
J.D.
CMAA.
Amato was a great guy. I seen Robin recently. She's going to retire. She said at the end of the school year, which is good for her. Man, I'm trying to remember the kid's name that fought for us. Fuck,
There was many.
There was a lot. I can't remember. I seen him not too long ago. Anyway, but other than that, yeah, dude, it was fun, good times. Thought we would get into some more other things, but
Next time.
we did a bunch of so 20.
Trump would call it the
2023 or not 2028.
This podcast has only been around for
I know I'm fucking with you.
a year and a half.
I know I'm fucking with you. I'm just giving you shit.
135 episodes. I'll have you on 270.
Yeah, right.
On the dot.
270. That'd be next week, guys. I mean, we've
hope-
been putting
I
them out.
I appreciate you being on.
Thank you for being. I appreciate you.
Thank you for being a good sport. And
I think it's funny. Dude, that's the one thing I will say. I find most things in life. I try to make most things in life funny because no one. I mean, everything is too fucking serious, especially these days. Like everybody's like, if you don't have a smile on your face, something's wrong. And I can say the same about myself because I get fucking like that,
Look, I'm going to ask you this one last question and we'll put an end to this.
Okay.
Do you think that people are more serious now or do you think they're just more illuminated and information is more transparent?
Right
and
there.
that people have never been more educated?
Right there. That's what I think.
I think it's always been the same.
And I don't think it's bad that people are more educated.
No, I think it's good.
I think it's the greatest thing ever. I still think that people need to take a joke sometimes and relax.
For sure.
Like
Including
nothing
yourself.
is not,
Including yourself.
Oh, absolutely. Nothing is ever so fucking serious that you have to like go to these extremes.
Yeah.
Go to whatever you need to do. But yeah, just fucking be happy, guys, and try to relax.
And that's why Invicta should have men on their cards.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I had nothing to do with it, Shannon.